Okay. Let me. Oh wait, shoot! I didn't pop up YouTube Studio. Just to check to make sure that I am streaming. YouTube Live Control Panel. Where's the chat? There they go. All right. Okay, good. Start a little bit early. That's fine. You know, I briefly mentioned this to DJ, but I forgot that today was the Super Bowl. I haven't I haven't
That's why I thought I
cared.
was gonna be like super busy, but we really weren't.
Yeah, it's kind of strange too because I would
I'm
have
saying nobody
thought.
gives a fuck.
We were busy yesterday.
Well, actually, yeah, that makes sense because at first I was thinking that you would be super busy. And when GJ told me he had work today, I I thought that he would also be super busy. But like you, GJ told me that it's dead as fuck and there's like no one there.
Okay, GJ's business should be dead. If everyone goes to the bowling alley for the Super Bowl, I'd lose my shit.
I mean, they could put it on the TVs there.
They could. But I was like, oh my god. And GJ was also telling me a ton of people went bowling for New Year's, and I was like, that is insane. Who gets up? Okay, like to be fair, I watched Zootopia 2 for New Year's, but like
I mean, that's fair. I think that's
but
fine.
I still think like going and seeing a movie with the family is a little bit more sensible than like let's go bowling. Top
Oh,
like
dang
iconic
it.
New Year's activity. Let's go bowling.
The point of streaming screen so we can see it. Because we can.
Oh, right.
Don't forget the stream
Yeah, I
so
did
they can
forget
see
to,
it.
to stream for you guys.
We gotta change your thing so you only show the MC. What change your
What?
thing?
What thing?
No, the stream. It shouldn't like capturing the desktop instead of just the MC.
That's what I wanted. So
Wait,
I
did
can
you
see the
guys want
chat
me
and
to stream
everything.
OBS or just DMC? Because
Yeah,
I,
no.
I
no.
am just streaming
Uh,
DMC now.
On Discord, stream your desktop. On YouTube, you gotta like change it so it's only.
Oh, is
DMC.
it hooked up on YouTube? Okay.
Oh,
Like on YouTube, it shows everything.
I
wait,
see.
how did that happen? What?
How did that happen?
It's always been like that. Why you like did it on purpose?
What?
What?
Like,
No.
when you open up Discord, you show Discord the stream.
I. I don't. Can this be fixed right now? Because I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Yeah. We
I
gotta stream
didn't
your
know that
screen.
either.
This is getting confusing real fast.
Oh God. All right. Ah, every single stream. The
I
start.
mean, I didn't say anything last time because you watched the stream back and I thought you're fine with it.
The start
I
of
like don't
every
remember that
single
happening.
stream.
Sean was because like he definitely
about
wasn't
that.
showing his desktop before. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it a single time. I just only remember seeing the game.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah, if you go to move the YouTube live thing, like anyway.
DJ's
the
a real
plus?
fan.
What was it?
Do the plus in sources.
Okay.
But you have a game capture. Not a
Yeah.
game capture, but what is that?
And it's supposed to
Is it
be
the game?
capturing PCSX too.
Okay, turn off the display capture then. Just it has an eye next to it. Just click it. No, not that one. The display one. The display capture. There was I said display capture. God. Oh my god.
Wait, did it just quit
There you
out
go.
of? How did that happen?
You click on the one that didn't say display capture. Click on the other one. Oh wait, no, you mean like the game stop.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, I don't know why that happened. That's supposed to happen.
DJ.
Okay, well I hope it's good now.
Hey.
And thank you for telling me this now.
The last one's DMC is back. It's back. See it.
So you fixed it. Why isn't YouTube telling me you're streaming? Last time it told me you were streaming and I could see it.
Hold on, Sean, there's no audio, I think. Oh, there is. There's no music?
Well, no, there's no music on the title screen.
Oh, okay, good then.
DJ's a fake fan.
I'm doing out, bro. I don't remember having music.
I don't know.
Okay, are we good now?
No.
Yeah, I'll open up Discord right now.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. See? Now you can see it.
Okay, so do you guys want me to stream
Yeah,
just the
and
MC
actually-
for you?
No, the one on Discord is fine. So you can read the chat.
Okay. Okay, so you want me to stream OBS?
Yeah, on Discord, stream
Yes.
everything.
Okay.
So we can see it. So we can see the
Okay,
numbers.
okay. I thought this is how we did it, and now,
It is.
okay. I don't know why every single time we start, there are some issues. Anyway,
Psychotic. It's psychotic.
go ghost ship. Go to the deck and
Well,
head to the
I-
captain's cabin.
I think the first one. I thought you just wanted it that way when I was like,
No,
okay, make it
why
anyway.
would I want it that way?
I don't know.
I genuinely, I don't,
Hey,
DJ,
well-
I don't even know how that's possible because I was watching Sean, like he was like messing with other shit that just doesn't show up on the stream. Or it wasn't,
Yeah, I watched the
I didn't like
VOD.
think anything of it because you can see it on the OBS and stream on Discord too. They showed some.
So is only Discord and nothing else?
Well, everything else was showing the desktop.
What?
You see, you know that we turned off the display capture. Like on
I'm
OBS?
only confused because I remember watching Sean like mess with settings and not being able to see it.
Well, the
If he was streaming his desktop, I
display
should have
capture-
been able to see it.
display capture is the entirety of like some desktop,
Hmm.
and then the game capture is just the NC. The display capture just captures your like monitor, like what's.
I understand
looking
that.
at.
I mean, that's not really what I'm confused about.
Oh, you can see that?
I'm confused about when he was ever streaming anything but just the game.
Oh, well, he wasn't like streaming something else that's not the game. He just like, well, he tabbed out to do something. He would like show up.
Oh, and then swap over.
Yeah, because it's just what Sean was looking at. Like when Sean changed to Discord, he was already NC. So it was
Okay,
on the stream.
that makes more sense because I was like, I'm like really confused at how he was streaming his desktop, but I couldn't see what was happening on his desktop.
Then like when I mean desktop, I mean like, what he's.
You mean when he like closed, like he didn't close it, he like tabbed out of PC.
Yeah, when he tabbed out to like open up something, like it would just show up on
Yeah.
stream.
But when he's in PC6 it's streaming PC6
Yeah.
Alright,
It's like,
okay.
it's like on Discord when you stream like just the game or like just your desktop.
To
Yeah,
me, it
well, I
feels
thought-
like you
okay,
guys
I-
are talking about me as if I'm not here, but I don't know how else you would phrase it.
Well,
What the fuck, Sean?
Who the fuck is Sean? Who
Yeah.
the hell is Steve Jobs?
Big blow.
Like, what
My
ball?
God. Oh, baby, the best fucking level in this game.
Wait, hold on. This is
Ooh,
awesome.
fuck
Kingsfield
yeah.
should have had a water level.
No,
exactly
this is
like
ass,
bro.
bro.
Hold
It's
up.
not awesome. It's not awesome.
No, if Kingsfield did this, it'd be fucking soul, bro. I'm telling you.
Kingsfield is already on first person.
Kingsfield 4 better do this. No, for underwater controls, like it better have
Oh,
underwater.
okay, that's
have underwater
weird.
like
The
this.
hitbox right there.
Oh,
No,
I don't
it
know
is
Kingsfield
a
4
big
yet,
fucking ass,
but
bro.
it should have this.
I don't know
for no
what they
reason.
were. I don't know what they were thinking.
They were thinking about how
I will
epic
say,
Kingsfield was.
so far, I think this is fine. It makes sense to me
I haven't done
because
it yet. Just wait a second.
I'm
Change
just
your mind real quick.
moving. So, for those at home, you move the control stick to look around, and wherever direction you're looking at, you press the top button, and that's where you move. I think that
Yeah, that's
this
not bad.
works.
I'll just wait.
This is fine for
Is
me.
there is there combat underwater?
It will start working real soon.
Yeah. All right. Also, I think this is kind of an interesting change of pace. It's making me wonder if this level was made when the game became DMC, because I can't imagine something like that being in a Resident Evil game.
Honestly, I can see it more in a Resident Evil game than fucking DMC game. This is like sort of place.
Really?
It stops the entire fucking flow of the game to make you do some stupid water shit. Like, who cares?
Wet gunpowder is scattered everywhere. Okay, thank you. I don't know why that is something I can investigate when I'm in the middle of it. This is a battlefield right now, and the game's making me investigate something. Alright. Needle gun, the only weapon that can be used underwater. So, let's see, do I
That's the
equip
type of shit
this?
you'll be fighting a monster in Monster Hunter Wilds. They love to do this shit. The entire arena will like be exploding, and you'll be fighting for your life, and you have to dodge roll 47 times in a sequence to not explode instantly and die in one hit. And there'll be a tiny little pop up in the corner that's like, "There's gunpowder everywhere. Use it to hurt the monster," and then it goes away.
that is kind of funny, even though it can be a bit painful sometimes.
I mean, I'm glad that they tell me, but my problem is like, you know, people on Reddit would be like, they literally tell you what to do. And it's like, I was really busy when they told me what to do, so I didn't catch it. Like, they're trying to explain mechanics to you live, and like, it's
Also,
great
I
and
don't know
all.
if I'm crazy, but I know this happened last time. Can Dante
No, it's
just
not.
not climb ladders, or is there an input
scared.
I'm just not putting in?
They're scared of ladders.
I think you just jump up.
Oh no, that was a cool angle though, getting the whole view of the ship. I mean, yeah, I think this is a nice change of pace because I mean, even though you think underwater is more fitting for Resident Evil, for me, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of the same because in Resident Evil, especially back in this time, it's still third person fixed camera, and I don't know because there is underwater combat, but I can't imagine something like that being in Resident Evil. Even if I feel like the underwater combat will kind of barely be a thing. Because there's only, at least from my understanding, there's only one weapon you can use underwater. So it's
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of
That's
just like,
fucking ass. Like, why is he even here?
to me, it just seems like this is a different situation we're going to put in the player to have some variety, and you are more powerless underwater, so you're forced to avoid stuff, and the needle gun is a way to just get stuff off your back, or to oh boy, okay, there we go, or to take out something that's in your way. I don't know how strong the needle gun is though. Like I don't know how
It like doesn't matter. It's just like, just a chore. It's such a massive chore.
I am the ship that carries the wandering souls on the brink. That's something Walter White would say. Of the underworld. Protect the ship, and you shall be given the fire of Saint Elmo. Oh God.
That's not
Why
what
did we?
Elmo sounds like.
Yeah, that way. I'm like that. Yeah.
Why did we Saint Elmo?
Huh?
Oh, that's awesome.
Elmo from Sesame Street. We sainted him.
He's a saint now.
Saint Elmo. Oh, this is
You're getting
awesome. I love this.
I was going to say, on the topic of underwater combat, Skyrim doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But you can go
I know.
underwater in that game?
You can go underwater, you can get attacked underwater, and you can't swing your sword underwater. Why?
I don't think I had a single time where like I got like attacked in the water, bro.
There's slaughterfish in like half of the rivers in Skyrim,
Oh, just I never like went over like willingly.
and your only option is to just like drag them up to the shore and hit them on the shore. It's sad. I just don't get why it's like this, because like I think being like there's no focus on underwater combat is like fine and all, but like all they've had is more money and more budget, and you can swing your sword underwater in Morrowind and in Oblivion, and it's fine. Those games also didn't have a lot of underwater combat.
They forgot on that.
They forgot.
Morrowind has more, to my understanding. I've been swimming around Morrowind and getting attacked by gigantic man-sized fish creatures, and not just random fish. Which, to my understanding, is pretty much all that happens in Skyrim and in Oblivion. But, like, you know...
Shouldn't have fucking put underwater because
It's not like you have tons of combat options in Skyrim anyway. They should just let you cast spells and swing your sword underwater.
I don't think she's swinging the weapon good enough.
I thought I had F1 as my save state button, but why isn't that working? Oh God, that is not good.
I think a funny... It'd be nice to have like a spell or a potion that lets you like walk underwater. Like
Oh,
it's on
oh
land.
my God! It's because I
That'd
was
be
on
cool.
I was on the second screen. No. Okay. Well, at least we weren't sent back that far. Yeah. I was gonna say,
I always,
Elder
go ahead.
Scrolls is kind of an anomaly to me because there's also So there's this one YouTuber that I really like, and I follow him on Twitter. His name is Marsh, and he's been making posts about Elder Scrolls lately because he was playing Morrowind for the first time. And he was basically saying, damn, this game, even though it is pretty dated and has some frustrating things, it's kind of the best one. Like, why? How did we go back? Because it's kind of like what you were saying, Rob, when you were telling me about Morrowind, how there is just a bunch of cool stuff in that game that is just not in later Elder Scrolls games that they could have implemented.
Morrowind is just peak. That game's like hype moments and aura. The combat is like terrible.
I can't win them
like
all.
the game part is like not good. Like it's not like it's like swing a sword at a guy, and we do invisible D&D dice rolls behind the scenes, so you don't even get to feel good when you're good at it because you don't know what it looks like. You just swing and miss.
I found I'm great manipulations now, bro. I found somebody complaining that FNAF fan games are too repetitive. I'm like, I think that's the single stupidest fucking thing you can ever said. My
These FNAF fan games
FNAF,
play
bro.
like it plays like FNAF.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? That's not what I said now, bro. Like,
When they don't play like Five Nights at Freddy's, people don't fucking play them.
oh, but they don't. What the hell? When they don't play like FNAF fan games, it's not a FNAF fan game anymore.
This game feels just like
It could be.
DMC5 but worse. Well, I haven't actually physically played DMC5, but so far I'm fine with how this game controls. The only slight issue I have is when the game expects me to do platforming and there aren't invisible barriers on those platforms, and that's mainly because Dante's general movement, like him turning around, isn't as oh no, it's the jump itself, because you can't jump and then move the stick. Once you jump, you commit to it, so you can only really, yeah, because right now I'm pressing jump and the control stick and I couldn't move, so now I'm going to press the control stick and then jump, and then I do that. That's why it's awkward. It's kind of funny because Xenogears doesn't do that, actually. They do the thing where it's you jump, and then while you're jumping you can change the direction. Platforming is a general problem with this whole franchise. What you're complaining about is not just this game. Well, that's good to know. Oh, wait.
That means it's the soul. That means you have to go on Twitter and say that you like that.
Okay, wait, does that mean I have it equipped already? Oh, okay.
Another thing I think about Morrowind that is horrible and stupid is, I mean, for the record, I love Morrowind. Great game.
Yeah, I think you're valid. If you really like something, you're valid to complain about it.
Like, it's just really cool. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. But, like, so every weapon type has things that they're good at. So there's different swings you can make in that game. Unlike Skyrim, where you swing the sword pretty much the same every time. You either hold it into a heavy attack or you do a regular one. So you can do, like, neutral swings, or you can do, like, swings to the side. Or I think there's maybe, like, a backwalk one. There's 3 different types of attacks. I might have it a little mixed up. But it's just dictated whether you're moving, not moving, or, like, moving to the side, I think. And every weapon has those numbers a little bit better than the other. Like, maybe one of them's better at standing still and attacking. But that means that every weapon just kind of, like, has a best attack. And there's no actual reason to do the other ones, because they don't do anything different. They do less damage.
Why do you think they made it that way?
I don't know. Because someone should have probably looked at that and thought, like, if you're using a greatsword, that means you walk up to a dude and you stand still 100% of the time. And that's the best thing to do unless you're dying.
Yeah, because whenever there's a design decision in a game that people find strange, I try to think of a rationale for it.
And it's like, maybe it's like a weird DPS like balance thing, but it doesn't really feel like it, being honest. They're not even usually like the biggest differences in the world, if I remember correctly, either. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. I would think you would want like, the side swings good against like this enemy who's got like a. I don't think Morrowind would have that. So like, I don't even think that was a system that they had in mind to have like a sort of like a weak point. Like, you attack them this way, you can hit this. You do it overhead, you hit them in the head, or something. Like maybe you can do more damage on a certain dude. Like, I don't think that's a thing. Nothing like that. When I say I don't think it's a thing, I mean I don't think they planned for it to be. Because it's definitely not a thing in the game.
Trying to think of a.
So I don't know. I don't know why they would do that.
Mm.
I do think that they should have probably kept that system at least in place for flavor. Maybe not for stats.
Mm-hmm.
If you played Skyrim, you just kind of waggle your sword around. Like, no matter what you're doing.
So with Skyrim, it seems like they streamlined combat for better and for worse.
They streamline so much, and some of it is for better. I don't think Skyrim feels bad to play, but it's not deep. That's for certain.
Is that deep?
It's not that deep.
Well, it seems like the alchemy is like making potions and crafting stuff.
I think that kind of boils down and ends up not being deep, because like you figure out it really is just like you try stuff. There is a lot to try, so in a way it could be considered deep. And I do think that it's going to put off a lot more
It's just trial and error, and you find the good one, and then
it's trial and error. But once you find the good thing, it works every time. So like you just make it again.
It's just as stat things anyway.
You can make by the 9 I'm tweaking.
Like you just find the 2 ingredients that make the thing you like, and like grab a high alchemy level, and that's it.
I don't even think they didn't balance Skyrim. The game's completely broken in half because of alchemy and because of enchantments. Because you can like create like Sean, I don't know if you know this. You can create like an infinite loop and make any weapon like one shot everything.
Oh really?
By taking like it's like a ring that makes your smithing better or something, and then like potion crafting to make your enchantments better, and like making an enchantment that makes your smithing better and your potion, but like basically you just create like a loop of like making my enchantments better to make my smithing better to make my smithing enchantment better to make my potion crafting better that'll make my smithing better. Like I have it in a wrong order in my head and I'd have to read it again, but like you can just like infinite loop yourself into making a weapon that does insane amounts of damage.
Somebody DM'd me. I can't look at this score right now.
Oh, you can.
And I don't care if people do that.
Well, okay.
I don't really care that they didn't patch it out.
I didn't see anything in that underwater area I was in.
It seems strange to me that no one thought that was too much. No one thought maybe there should be a cap on the enchantment.
I don't think they ever like figured it out. Even.
Probably not.
Knowing Bethesda, I wouldn't be surprised if they essentially code themselves into a problem. Like they make something for the game, can't figure out how it works or how it happened. They can't fix it because they don't know how it happened. So they just leave it.
Well, I think you could definitely put like a band-aid fix. Like if a weapon does this much fucking damage, tap into this, because it's like there's not a sword in Skyrim that does 24,000 damage. Like I do like 100 or some shit. Like the numbers don't go that high for stuff like that. So I think they could have pretty reasonably just been like, yeah, if it's above this, set it back down to like 200 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No, they just never like happened upon it.
I love.
Well, they might not have, but I would still expect it to happen.
Fucking old engine and spaghetti code. They're so funny.
They've always been.
The
they've
train
always been
hat's
bad
one of
about
my
it.
favorite things.
It's good. They've never been good at this. But it's okay.
So for anyone that doesn't know, I think you guys can explain better than me, but was it Fallout 3? There's a metro that you can take or like a train that you can take, but because the engine they were making stuff on couldn't make something like that, so they had an NPC running where the track was underground, and then they put a train on their head. I think that is really funny and clever, but it's just like something that only happened because the engine they're using, they just couldn't make something like that. At least I think it's Fallout 3 that had that.
Do you see that thing? Like the reason that Fallout New Vegas fucking crashes?
No.
But Fallout New Vegas like remembers some like rooms you go in, like they stay loaded in memory. But they also said like had a limit on that. And if he goes over that, it crashes. And also didn't realize that they can reach over the limit really easily. Like going to some big rooms. And it's so easy to see, like actually like crazy. You can open Task Manager and just look at it happening in real time.
Really?
All I had to do was just load one less room. If they loaded one less room, they can always
That
say
is
what's
funny.
Big gameplay right here.
That's whatever.
Thank you, Camilla.
I don't mind.
I love fucking pressing the button to shoot fucking nothing.
That's how I feel about shooter games. Rainbow Six Siege, yeah, just press the button.
No, that's not it, bro.
DJ, this is literally like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, action games, all I'm doing is moving and pressing an attack button.
That's exactly what you did.
I think
the
all
whole game.
games are actually bad and boring in video games.
That's true. Only my games are good. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
I
kidding.
only play Fortnite and Call of Duty and Madden.
Oh my god. Okay, I can tell you this because I know for a fact he's not watching.
But they're also bad.
But one of the people that joined my team that I don't know, he was actually there at the event, and I asked him the set of questions that I made, and I said, what do you like about games more than other mediums? And he's like, I just play Fortnite, bro. I'm here for UI design. I'm thinking, well,
at least he's
I guess I
honest.
got the scraps. Oh, where do
When he goes to animation school and speak about interesting games.
Well, no, it's if anything, my college, they actually put more focus on the fashion and toy design department. They're the favorite child. But anyway.
What design, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, they have toy design, product design. My friend Nathan, who showed up in the chat sometimes, he's part of that major.
Where they at, dude? The toys just keep getting worse. Like, come on, stop it up. Fuck it.
I'm pretty sure it's because, like, almost everything nowadays, they just cheap out because the cost of things. Well, actually, I don't even know.
It's not even that, bro. Like, nothing like a good concept anymore, even.
Well, that I'm not sure. Okay, I feel like I'm supposed to do something here, but I don't know what to do because I can't seem to be able to go anywhere else unless there's a door that I missed.
Well, DJ, you gotta realize it's a lot more expensive to like get a bunch of toys to Walmart for like a child to maybe buy when you could make a bunch of brain rot shit videos and pump them out endlessly, or you could like make a bad app.
I remember when I worked at Target, I was shocked and kind of appalled to see that Roblox toys were a thing that were being sold. I'm like,
Anyway,
okay, this is what
all
we're doing
I'm trying
now?
to say is that I think the way you milk money out of children has changed. It's not Bionicles anymore.
Oh yeah, my friend also showed me. He went to Target and they're selling Skibbity toilet merchandise.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the guy that made Skibbity toilet? As like, oh, I'm gonna bring back SFM videos from like 2007, and it just pops off for no reason. Makes it so big that you have merchandise and like a film adaptation coming.
I don't think I think he doesn't own Skibidi Toilet anymore. I think he got like fucked over.
He got fucked over and he didn't sell it for a bunch of money.
Yeah, I don't think he sold it. I think he got fucked over. He did some sort of like partnership, but I think they fucked him.
I can't say I'm surprised, honestly.
Skibidi Toilet discussion is over. I like this attack thingy. It's cool.
Oh, my foot dive from Ifrit. Yeah, it's been serving me well so far, actually. Specifically the foot dive, and not just for this fight. Yeah, I like Ifrit. I just think its attacks come out a bit slower, but I'm pretty sure that's because, at least it feels like, Ifrit's normal attacks are stronger, but Alistair is faster.
AJ, I'm gonna have to watch this video, but I see like a vintage story like update video, and I see in the thumbnail is Iron Spears,
Oh no.
which would mean that they cave.
There's no way they caved in. Like, if they caved in, good shit.
I mean, I'd take a halberd.
Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe it's actually easier with Alistair. I'm gonna try, because this is taking longer than when I beat him the first time. So it wasn't taking this long. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Alright, is this gonna open now? Because I do see torches light. Oh my god, that's all I had to do. I just didn't look back at the door after I beat him. Oh, the ghost ship is moving. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I can't see something like this being in Resident Evil. So at least I'm gonna assume that this was something that was made when this game became DMC.
I don't know. I feel like this should be like make sense. I think the underwater combo makes no sense for this game.
Oh no, he's back. We just fought
I don't
him.
even know if you fucking go underwater again.
If you don't, then that tells me that there might have actually been more stuff planned for it, but they just didn't. Oh god, I fight him on the ship? Yeah, this is kind of cool, actually. Oh, okay, so that's different. It's a tether. Do I have to keep moving? Oh boy, the lighting's different. Oh my god, what the heck is happening?
I'm dying.
I am, because I'm trying to get acclimated with what to do. How do I deal with this attack?
Imagine not knowing. Not being at nowhere.
Maybe when it swings back, that's when I jump over. So I have to always pay attention. Oh, right. I should switch to the handguns for this. I think that's neat, though, that at least for this boss in particular, the handguns are the most useful for it because at least it's not like one of those things where you get a tool and then it's just useless because there's one that's just outright better than it. Because I'm fine with upgrades. Or well, I guess not even upgrades.
Isn't it better if you don't trade it off with it?
Yeah, I'm fine. I like when tools have something to be used. Or sorry, when tools have another purpose, or there's something that comes along later where you're like, oh, okay, I can actually use it for this. Alright, I have to fight this guy again. So, Rob, how was D&D? Or I guess, because you played on Saturday, right? Bobbert?
That's it.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, I see on the stream.
Good.
Oh yeah, DJ. So I was listening to the Griffin Boss's battle theme on YouTube, and I saw an interesting comment that I want to get your opinion on. Someone said that they actually kind of like that you fight the bosses multiple times because it's kind of like them getting revenge, since they do get powered up just like you do, because they all get a different attack every time you fight them. I like that rationale, even though I mentioned before, I think the real reason is because they just didn't have time to make other bosses.
Yeah. There's other games that did it way better. I don't like it being great for it. There's like 20 billion other fucking bosses that come back.
Yeah. Well, why do you think other games did that better than this?
Did they actually fucking change them?
Well, I
wouldn't count like
think
an attack or
that's-
two being different new.
Not bad.
So, like, would they like how much would they change them?
I don't know, I think like the Bowser Jr. in the Paper Mario's very good.
What are you talking about?
Bowser's coming back.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
You
Bowser's
think
coming back.
you think Bowser Jr. and Wonder is good, but these aren't?
Wonder? I didn't know it was in Wonder. No, I meant Paper Mario.
Oh, Paper Mario.
It's
Paper Mario.
Yeah, man.
Is
I'm not
Stellar
creepy.
Star? I haven't played
I
that
swear-
one.
I swear there's a game where Bowser Jr. keeps coming back with new mechanics to teach you about things.
I know, well, technically in Mario Galaxy, he,
Nah, it's not that. It's not a video game.
DJ, I think you're thinking about Paper Mario on the N64, but that's not Bowser Jr.
Oh, Junior
Bowser
Troopa.
I don't give a fuck about which one's which, but yeah, that one.
I think,
Even Phantom comes back and you're fighting the 4 times in the same exact way every single time.
I kind of see where you're coming from, but I also wouldn't say Junior Troopa is what this game does, but better. Because with Junior Troopa, it's only one mechanic, and that's all he does for the fight. It's not until the last one that he mixes it up. At least from what I remember, and that's kind of something that I don't like that much about Paper Mario, is that I don't know. I just think the games are too easy. The mechanics are good and they're rich, but you don't. You do use the mechanics, but it's kind of weird. Basically, I think the numbers are too low. Like the enemy health is too low. Your damage numbers, you can make them pretty high, but because enemy health is just so low, you're basically just one-shotting them. And granted, there are people that do like being overpowered. Like the power bounce from Thousand Year Door, that's something that people like. That one I am more understanding of because that's a timing thing. Trying to keep a power bounce going does involve skill because you do have to time it, and the window gets smaller each time. At least I think so from the original. I know they changed it in the remake by nerfing it. Because, well, as I mentioned, the power bounce, basically you can jump however many times you hit the button when Mario lands on an enemy. And it was pretty...
I think the power bounce frames half every time or something.
It was pretty strong. It's exactly what I mentioned, where because the health numbers are so low on enemies, you just do that for the whole game and you're good. But I think the way that the remake for Thousand Year Door on the Switch nerfed it is kind of clever, and I actually like that style of nerfing compared to other styles I've seen where they made it so that the frames do gradually decrease, but every fourth frame it just immediately jumps to 1 frame. You have to be frame perfect for every fourth frame instead of the number just gradually decreasing. And I kind of like that. I think that's a good way to nerf it. Because it does still reward the player for being skillful, for getting an infinite amount of power bounces, but it makes it harder to get one consistently to a significant number. Because if you power bounce 3 times, then then I imagine some bosses will survive. I say some bosses.
I was gonna say it's like that does like make it like that like that. I think that is like a fine nerf, but like I think if you wanted to nerf anything, it probably wouldn't have been the damage numbers, because like that's part of the problem is less like getting infinite bounces, and it's like your first bounce is gonna do like 32 damage. You know, it's like, and you're about to keep doing it. And with Koops, it's not really hard to stay alive, so you can't be like, oh well, Mario's in one-shot range all the time. It's like, well, if you pay any attention ever, he isn't.
I think the problem with nerfing the damage numbers is because there's badges, there's tools that you use to power yourself up that just make you really strong.
Well, I don't think that they should have retroactively done it, because like, you know, it is what it is. At this point, it's like a staple of the game, so don't take that out. Probably in your remake. But in hindsight, I would have not done that if I were them. Because it's like, it is like insane. Or I would have at least bumped the damage numbers up and then maybe like made it a little more accessible to like babies to figure that one out.
Yeah. Something else I really like about Paper Mario is that you choose what you want to level up, because there's only 3 things to level up. There's your HP, your MP, which you use for stronger attacks, and your BP, which are badge points, and those are the tools that you can use to make yourself stronger. What I like about that is that upgrading your health is optional. And if you do that, I would say logically it would be the harder mode, because you're giving yourself more, or you're giving yourself less health but powering up your attack, so you would be more of a glass cannon. But when DJ played Thousand Year Door, I realized that that's kind of a flawed system. Because you can purposefully leave yourself with 1 HP and just one-shot everything. And for me, that I would hate the game. I would hate playing it like that, because that's just no fun to me at all.
Well, I think I can see that yet.
Yeah. But I don't like that it's that easy to do. With other games and making yourself overpowered, I understand the rationale of I worked to get this strong, so my reward is being able to steamroll everything. But in Paper Mario, you can do that really quickly, and that's what I don't like.
It is fair to say it's definitely like less interesting. Because like you do just go to a thing and you're like, take my health away, and then Mario is permanently in a danger state. So you're just gunning all the time, you know, pretty much. Like you don't get first pick.
Ah, I actually killed them.
But like,
Killed
let's
so
say Dark
fast.
Souls. I
I
think Dark Souls is a good example of this, Sean. If you see people do like one-shot challenges in Dark Souls,
How is he not dead?
like Dark Souls 1.
Oh yeah.
No shot Noah's playing with Rumble right now, bro. Come on.
Wait, what was that?
Did you
Noah's playing with
pop off?
Rumble, bro.
Fucking
I
turn
didn't
around.
click it. I didn't click it.
Oh my god.
No, say, Noah hopped on Ultra Rumble, bro.
Oh,
Of
Noah
all the
hopped
days
on
and
it.
all the times.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
thought
care
you were
about
saying
the
no one,
Super
like
Bowl.
I thought you were like no one's hopped on, like no one's playing it. Like turn it on. It's a good thing he's not playing.
It feels so good. Recently, though. Like, it's great.
People don't care
So-
about based people don't care about the Super Bowl. Instead, they're gonna watch the Tadpole Prince play DMC1.
I don't
Yeah, no, like-
realize people actually care about the Super Bowl, bro.
So Sean, like in Dark Souls, you'll be like Red Tear Stone Ring. You know, you got to get your health down to like 10%, like not die. And like a lot of things do like certain amounts of damage. So people will do like, I jump off this stair repeatedly and take like a little bit of damage. Like people have a bunch of different setups for each area and stuff like that to get their health low. And I think that's way more interesting than just like, yo, it's low all the time. You know.
Yeah. I do.
I don't mind it being a thing because like I understand like getting yourself overpowered with like a build or something in a game like this is like even if you didn't solve it, I know how it feels. It feels your brain clicks in a way that for a lot of people, myself included, that'll be like I did it, I did the thing. You know, and it feels good in a different way.
What I'm something else I thought of what I'm trying to say with Paper Mario is that even with that rationale of being overpowered, I think the reason it's so easy to do that in Paper Mario is because the numbers are just so low. And that goes back to my main problem with the games is that even Mario and Luigi I enjoy more because those are I don't think those games
they're
have
more
that issue.
they're more balanced games, at least from what I know. So I think Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. Let's just talk about Thousand Year Door. That's the one I know better. So I don't need to be making sweeping statements about 64 or anything. I think it is a very balanced casual game. I think if you do a playthrough and you don't look anything up, you can do pretty much whatever you want and it'll work. Now, if you start looking stuff up, or if you just like start power gaming, like you just know what you're doing, and you're like, wait a minute, like you start connecting the dots on like the really good stuff by happenstance. I don't think everyone's going to do that. You know, not everybody is going to be like, well, of course I make the Danger Mario build, you know. So like, I on average, someone might be doing like 12 damage on a hit and be like, wow, so big.
And
You
the
know,
problem is
the game is designed for that. Like the game is designed like at your peak, you're probably doing like a double digit. You know what I mean? And like, but when you push it intentionally, the game is not designed for that. Not even a little bit. And then they can't obviously bump the numbers up for that circumstance because then the other stuff would fall behind too much because there's a lot of stuff that is not good and does not scale well like that. But I think designing it for the casual experience fine is like, or the way it is like right now is fine. I think it's good. No, unintentional unbalance in like a niche scenario where you push something as far as possible is like expected to a degree. You can always put safeguards in place if you don't want it bad enough, or if you don't care, you can just let it happen. That's game design, baby.
Hold on, can you... I'm peeking at chat and GJ said something interesting.
Yeah. It's okay, it's pretty much over anyways.
What are you talking
It's
about?
so fucking over.
I think he means the Super Bowl.
Yeah, football is a
Shut
gay
up, bro.
sport for gay people like GJ.
I mean, yeah, it is. But like,
Did Bad Bunny say... I don't know. Shoot, I forgot what...
well,
what
Huggy Wuggy and SpongeBob back in the Fortnite show, so that's way better.
Ah,
Wait, hold on. They should put Major Klug in the Fortnite show.
no! I literally saw something about Major Klug earlier today.
He's playing Fortnite, dude.
I'm seeing the files.
Oh, I forgot if I told you guys this story, but for people in chat, so there was a class I took last semester, so it was in the fall, and there was a project where we had to design a favorite book of ours in an art style that's different from something that's, well, if the book has an adaptation, then we have to make the art style different from what it is. And a friend of mine was in that class, and she drew the she based her art style off of the Wizard soda ad, like the original. And when she said that and showed that in her presentation, I said because it was on Zoom, I said in the chat, I can't not think of this without hearing specific audio. And and there were a couple people in the chat that were laughing, and my friend even said in chat, I wonder if this is where Major Klug lives. And then someone else said, my lawyers have prevented me from saying the next line. It was so funny because I did not think that I would see that in class.
I love that video. That's like a good moment, honestly. We cannot we can't say any of the funny things that are in that video. We can say like, this is where my Discord server got doxxed on 4chan.
Yeah.
But you can't say half the stuff that he says. I mean, you can, I guess.
Yeah, I can.
What are you gonna get demonetized?
No, the problem is I would have to go through the hell of YouTube's editing software.
No, because you're not gonna get demonetized. And quoting
Major Klug.
What is that video actually called?
Major Klug.
The Major Klug video is not
like
called Major Klug.
Wizard soda something.
Well, I know it's like the Wizard beer, but like I don't know what the Major Klug version of the video is called. Whatever. You know what I mean. You don't need to be saying all the things they say. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
actually, what the fuck is worthy kids, bro? What do you mean worthy kids? What is that?
Well, like you know, I can see the video getting demonetized, but you're not monetized, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Emblem shield. Well, I'm playing Fire Emblem now. Has the same shape as. The skeleton's arm appears to be a lever of some sort. Oh, that's cool. Should I turn the lever?
Bro, how?
Oh, that's a cool idea. I like it. It's quirky.
It's part like when I play some shit, bro. What do you mean the fucking skeleton arm is loose?
I turned skeletons
it's cool. The booby trap is activated.
Oh, this would be an awesome Dark Souls level. Hold on. Miyazaki needs to play this game. He would love this.
Miyazaki needs to stay put whatever he is right now.
Oh, I need to play Kingsfield 4.
I've been telling you. I hear it's the best one.
I know. Well, everyone tells you to start with it, and I was like, no thank you, Redditor.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone.
That's... Well, okay, I can kind of understand, but at the same time, I think it's...
Well, okay, if someone is looking at me and going like, I want to go back and play some really old school game, I'm going to not be like, but it's so clunky. You should play the less clunky one first. I'd be like, okay, start with the first one.
Yeah, for me, it would be like, it's understandable if someone has a passing interest in Kingsfield and would want to check out a game, like one of the games.
Yeah, like only one Kingsfield game. I agree with that. It is an undertaking to be like, I'm gonna play all 4 Kingsfield games, you know.
But if you're someone that's interested in games history, especially seeing Dark Souls Origins, and you don't mind going back, then yeah, I wouldn't start with 4 and then go back to
I would tell people
1.
like, play 1. If you don't like it, try 2 or 3, and if you don't like that,
then
do
the
4.
series just isn't for you.
It might not be for you. I would say no. I would say probably still try 4. But
Okay.
like the thing is like 1 is like the clunkiest, the most basic. 2 and 3 push it, but they're about the same.
Wait, for what game is that?
Kingsfield. You know, it's still very similar in Kingsfield. Like 2 and 3, they're they're definitely in the roots of 1, but they're not. They're more advanced for sure. And they run worse.
I forgot.
sure.
I'm forgetting specific examples, but I know that. Oh god, there's multiple! Oh! Oh my god!
They really added capable Demon Hunters again to Phonetic, but they still have a single song for it.
Can I get away? Oh god. Alright. That's fine. Let me switch to the shotgun because I think I did learn a trick with the grenade gun that if you jump right after you fire it, then it's actually quicker than just you standing there because you cancel the recoil animation. But this seems like a bit of an awkward arena for me to try and do that in. Oh wait, there's even what? There's this guy too? Oh wait. Oh no, this is This is interesting. Because I was fighting 2 panthers before, but now I'm just fighting this guy. The panthers aren't here. So does that mean there's a different mini-boss that spawns when you go in this room? If that's the case, and that's really cool.
I kind of doubt it.
Well, because I don't know how to explain it then, because this guy wasn't here last time. I was fighting the panthers. And then I died, and then came back. Oh wait, no, I didn't even die. I loaded a save state. So it's RNG that's not even seeded.
That's weird. Hold on.
Kingsfield did this every once in a while, and it made me tweak the fuck out.
wait, what is it doing?
Because the enemy placements are like very normal and like very static, and then every once in a while there's like an area that will spawn different enemies in it sometimes, and it's like, what's happening?
I see.
You'll get like really thrown off when you're like, well, there's a skeleton in this corridor, and you turn the corner onto like a lizard dude. It's like, well, who put you here?
No, I think I'll be fine without getting a green star. Because I do still want to save up for a move on Ifrit. Oh yeah, what I was going to say before I got lambasted with having to fight 2 panthers. I remember there's a couple of series that I've seen either friends say or people online say to start with a certain game and then go back in the series.
I would just rather go from like most clunky to least. Like,
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Each time, the argument against that seems to be that you would just have mechanical whiplash.
Oh, yeah, it is just random. That's so fucking odd. Why just this one random ass move?
That's quirky.
This game's so fucking odd, bro.
Too bad this is a terrible arena to fight the Panthers. I would have rather fight.
Yeah, like what? Why in the actual fucking 2 Panthers in this fucking?
I would rather fight the scythe guy.
DJ, does it say what the odds are?
No, it's just random.
Oh, that'd be really funny if it's like really low odds. It's just to fuck with you.
Okay.
That's pretty normal.
It's one after the other. Well, what I mean is that, okay, well, at least so far it seems like, okay, enter the room, it's Panthers. Enter it after, actually, no, I don't even know, because, yeah, I was safe
No,
staying.
it's just random. It's just random.
Might be 50-50.
It's like the third option, but I haven't yet. But I don't know if it's like
I'm
real or
not
not.
sure what the third option
Arcane
is,
is
because I don't know what other mini-bosses there are.
It is a bunch of blades.
Oh, wait, need to have my shotgun out. I'm trying to think of examples where people say start with a certain game that's not the first, and then go back to it if you're interested. It is kind of going back to what we were saying with the Kingsfield thing, where I think if someone...
There's not the one room that this happens there, actually.
If someone wants to try and get someone interested in the series, but they don't want to scare them off by the arcade design of the originals, then they recommend them the most polished version. Well, the problem with that is that if they are interested, then it is just going to feel worse to go back.
I think Dark Souls has this problem, kind of.
Oh, that's true.
Because, like, well, the thing is, if you're, like, one, a Redditor, or two, like, a fan of Dark Souls, you're gonna be like, dude, Dark Souls 1 is awesome. Just play it first. But I feel like the new age gamer who cannot handle any clunkiness and only plays Fortnite and God forbid anything ever is hard.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Anyone who plays Fortnite will never not play anything that's not Fortnite, except for DJ. But he was a gamer before Fortnite.
But no, I'm being cynical. I'm being an ass. I'm acting like I'm 45.
You sound like it.
I know. I have an old soul, so I'm playing Kingsfield.
So for those in chat, Rob is the same age as me, so we're both. Okay, if people think that I'm Unk, then you are too. DJ definitely is the most Zoomer of
DJ's like
us.
DJ's a toddler.
Basically.
I don't know. I have a coworker, and he would talk to me about Dark Souls real quick. He was like, "I'm playing Dark Souls 3 and I'm playing Dark Souls 1, but it's so clunky," and I rolled my fucking eyes like about as hard as possible for the first time.
Wait,
like,
was he playing
years.
both at the same time, or did he play Dark Souls 1 after 3?
No.
Both at the same time? Okay, I actually think that's kind of crackhead. Why would you do that?
That is weird, but it's like, I don't know, you're gonna look at me and be like, Dark Souls 1, but it's so clunky. Like, you've not played a clunky game before. Like, you can go back and play something like the NES or some shit, bro.
The only thing with Dark Souls 1 is that I think it only feels... Not bad is too harsh of a word, but for the sake of the conversation, I'll just say that. It only feels bad if you've played it after you've played Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3.
Well, I talked about this. I'm so glad. The easiest, the good word. Everything that is bad, you can spin it to be good. You know, instead of saying it's really clunky and slow or something, I can say, well, Dark Souls 1 is just very committal.
Yeah, no.
And that sounds like you have to think really hard and that you're good at video games.
We need to use different words, because clunky is a misnomer.
Well, sometimes it's but, you know.
And then when people hear clunky, they think, oh, this game is just battle all around. I shouldn't play it. But part of the purpose of this series is to tell people to not be afraid of retro games. There are some decisions that in these games that aren't really done in modern games, but I think it's fine. Like, for example, even though I've gotten lost a couple times, I'm fine with that because that is part of the game. Because the part of the art is that it puts confidence in the player to think about what they can do. I would say that's only an issue if the solution is just very obtuse, which Rob has played some games that I've watched him play that I think that is the case for. I don't remember. Not really Nocturne, because in Nocturne they do tell you where to go. You just have to remember.
It was only really weird that one time where they kind of tell you and you're supposed to like go do something else first.
Yeah.
That was like the only time that it wasn't like that. Every other time was me forgetting what they told me because I was going and doing something else after they told it to me, because they'd be like, well, that's cool and all, dude, but like I gotta go kill a fiend, so, you know, and then I forget. that's not really the game's fault.
Yeah.
Also, I do think from the context, because like I try to treat a lot of things back then as like this was designed in such a way that people had time to master a game. A lot of people, it was the only game they had, or it was a game that they grew up with, and it was like one of 5 games. You know, like people, they were both.
Case a lot of the time.
It was. They were both young with a lot of time to spend on this one game. You know, so it's like they could kind of be obtuse. You know, like Nocturne, I don't think anyone would ever have a problem with that back in the day. They might get lost. A lot of kids grind in RPGs anyway. Not really a problem. The map in SMP3 is not very big. There is only so many places you can go.
Yeah.
You will find where you're trying to go eventually.
Yeah, the main problem is that it just takes time if you do get lost to get to where you're supposed to go because of the random encounters. But that is just part of the game. That was the intention. And okay, this is pretentious, but this is also part of the point of this series, is that's part of the art with that game in particular, is that the whole story is that you're in the apocalypse. The Earth has literally been warped inside out, and it's a world of chaos where you're constantly hounded by demons. I think having random encounters everywhere you go makes sense for a game like that. And if people find that annoying, then I will even say that's part of the intent, because Nocturne is a game where it has a morality system. Well, for that one in particular, I don't know if I would say morality, but
I wouldn't say it does either, because it's like everyone's on like a similar enough wavelength for the most part. It's just we're all stupid.
It definitely is.
But you know, Redditors might not think that.
It's definitely dictated by how you are feeling, and I imagine with those game designers, you can feel like you're on a power trip, which is what Rob did, and that works. That fits the theme of the game. You could feel annoyed by being constantly hounded. That works. That's with the game. And I would actually say DMC is kind of the same, where I think this is a satisfying game to go on a power trip for, but it's also fair to be trepidatious and in constant oh god, I'm forgetting the word that I used in the first stream, but that's what I'm trying to say. Where it's not so much anticipation. That's what it is.
I do not mind. I know a lot of people like really harp on this, especially nowadays. Random encounters is like coming out and being like, "I'm the devil," you know, "I'm fucking evil." You.
Oh
hate
my
me.
god! You know what's so funny? I don't know if they're still in chat, but one of my friends, Sarah, I'm pretty sure they will come out, if they're in chat, they will come out and say, I like random encounters more than not random encounters, because that is an opinion they have. I don't fully agree, but
I don't think I agree with that either, but I can respect that.
But I don't think random encounters are the devil. I don't think it's something that's outdated.
I'm just saying a lot of people nowadays just really harp on it, and it's like, it's not. I don't think it's that bad. I think it can be, but it's usually like an encounter rate problem and not like a issue with random encounters. Like, I never really had a problem with the random encounters in SMP3. First of all, it's really consistent, especially because there's encounters in pretty much every area in the game. Like 96% of rooms can have an encounter.
The most important thing too is that battles in that game don't take a long time at all.
No, they don't take very long. Oh my god. We'll talk about Xenosaga 2 here in a minute. But like, it's not that bad. The only time I think I got annoyed at getting too many random encounters in SMP3 was when I decided I was actually going to stop grinding and actually go do the diet building. Because I grinded for Mother Harlot? I forget what I grinded for. Is that what it was?
Something like that.
Or something. I grinded for some fusion. I think it was Mother Harlot. And as soon as I decided that I'm done, I was like, okay, let's do the dungeon now. Let's progress. and the save point's in front of a flight of stairs, and I got into like 11 fucking encounters.
Oh yeah,
in
that
this,
was
like,
funny.
5 foot stretch.
That was just
like
bad
every fucking
RNG.
stuff. It was horrible RNG. I was like, this is insane. I've never had an encounter like rate like that through the entire game.
Oh, hold on. I think this is something interesting because I remember there's a red shield here and there's a blue shield on the other side. I want to assume the game is giving me a choice of which path to go down. Let me...
Okay, Neo.
I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong. You played this game before, but you won't because you're a coward and a pussy.
I'm not. You're gonna experience the game what you're supposed to be.
I will. I'm doing that.
And you are.
All right, bitch. I'm doing it. I'll play your game. I'm not gonna not save state though because I don't have any yellow orbs.
You don't have any yellow paint for them.
Yeah, I don't have yellow paint.
There's got to be a game that's like had you like collect yellow paint and it'd be like it just goes where you need to be so you know where to go.
Different properties in the human world. Interesting. Yeah, we were talking about games that people say, oh, you should play this one, and then only go back if you're interested. But turns out that's actually not a good thing to do. I actually think DMC is a good example of that, because I'm sure everyone will say to start with 3 first, and I actually almost did that myself. And one rationale I can understand is because Devil May Cry 3 is a prequel to this game, and some people would want to play the games in timeline order, which
That's fine. Never do that in any game. Do it right now.
I was gonna say that's actually the biggest reason I see for people going out of order in a game series is because they want to play
That's
them.
a terrible, terrible idea.
Yeah, you're right. For once, we agree on something, but
The prequel gave you the knowledge of the fucking first game for you to understand anything. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that. Like, people playing Birds by Sleep instead of Kingdom Hearts 1 actually drive me insane.
Are there really people that do that?
Well, yeah, but they're like, I want to be release order. And like, no, you don't.
Oh boy.
You can play release order every game. Don't
The-
fucking trust it.
Oh
People do
god.
that when you tell them the game has a story. They're like, "I want to play from the story." It's like, well, they told it in this order. You know.
Order for a reason.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
I don't think you can say that for a good reason with Kingdom
Well-
Hearts, but you know, okay.
One thing I can think of to rationalize people that think that way is even subconsciously they would want to see how good it is at telling the origins of a series. I think a good prequel actually is one that you can experience without needing the context of the rest of the series. But I think that idea works better in...
Well, I think at that point doesn't like change anything.
Yeah, I was
Like,
going to
don't-
say
that matters too much.
that idea works better in a film or movie series because, like what we were talking about, the issue doing that with games is that not only do the stories typically build off one another and the prequels give context, but in terms of the game design, it builds off of one another. I think the most interesting case I can think of for this are the Yakuza games, where literally everyone starts with 0 nowadays. But what's weird about that is that Yakuza 1 and the PS2 kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, that part's pretty good.
And the remake for Yakuza 1 literally builds off of 0. It actually builds off of the prequel game. So in a way, Sega encourages you to actually start from 0, even though there is context
Yeah, I think
that is stronger in 0 if you have played Yakuza 1 first.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that one is kind of a weird case. Colosseum entrusts the Conqueror with the Lance. DMC Online, imagine. The time has come to open the door. Pair of lances. Pair of lances is to be held by the knights who guard the gate. You cannot equip this item. Can you imagine Dante wielding dual spears? That'd be cool.
Dante played Dark Souls 2 for the first time.
Oh yeah, how would you feel about someone going in reverse order for Dark Souls? They go from 3, 2 to 1.
That's a nightmare.
Nightmare.
I was gonna say it depends on the person for going back with games like that, because like the whole play this, if you're interested, go back. Some people could do that, no problem. But like Whiplash is like different for everybody. Some people like really hate this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Oh yeah, we should also say that it really depends, because some people won't mind mechanical whiplash because they could be like me and are just curious about games
I played
history.
Bloodborne 3, 2, 1.
That's a good order, bro.
Oh, the Olympics had an AI video? Come on, bro.
I'm not surprised. Are we really surprised?
What was I gonna say?
Holy shit, it looks terrible, bro.
No shit.
Oh, of course it looks terrible. It's AI.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. I lost my train of thought, DJ. Oh my god, why'd you do this?
Going back for Dark Souls 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sean, we gotta postpone playing Persona 2 because I gotta play Persona 3.
Oh my god, bro. No, listen to the AI. It's fucking, the AI got the fucking logo wrong, bro.
Rob,
They didn't ch-
I did not realize until you said it right now. You actually have literally gone in reverse order for Persona.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just realized that you've done that.
Well, okay, we're 2 games in. We're 2 games in. You know, it's not really.
What have you done?
It's gonna be peak. I'm not even gonna like Persona 3, bro.
I think you'll be fine, especially with Reload, because they made...
Yeah, probably fine.
I would say, okay, the only real issue with Persona 3 that makes it harder to go back to compared to 4 and 5 is the only AI-controlled party members and the fact that it can be more grindy. I say can be because I do think it's definitely possible to beat the game without grinding. You will be under level, but it's still possible. You'll just be underpowered. But with your party members being AI controlled, it makes it a lot harder to strategize because with that game, the intent with how you strategize is by adjusting the tactics for each party member's AI. So it just plays differently. Reload doesn't do that. It's more traditional with how, well, I say
Persona 2.
traditional, but...
Does Persona 2 play like that, where you do the tactics stuff, or how does that work? Yeah.
No, Persona 3 is the only one where it's just all AI controlled.
Why the fuck did they do that?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I kind of get... I guess I had like a false, like, you know, in my head I was like, well, that's a really quirky, cool thing for them to do. And so they kept doing it until they didn't, because they realized that it's not very traditional.
Yeah,
and
no.
people don't like it.
No, it's just Persona 3 that's like that.
That is so...
Original Persona 3.
Check the chat.
Yeah.
Check the chat, Sean, come on.
Wait, what was that?
Check the chat, bro.
The chat? Say Hadoken. Sean says it's okay to do it, and it's a start with Raw. I didn't say it was okay to do it. I said it depends on the person. But for me personally, if you can start from the series Origins, that's what I was going to say and what I was trying to get at. So you're wrong, GJ. I don't. Well, okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. Just do whatever you think is comfortable. But I'm not saying that it's okay to do it. And also, I was kind of joking with Rob because I think Persona is fine because Persona 4 holds up well.
Yeah, it's better.
It's better than
Resident Evil 4
5.
looks strange.
Wait,
Maybe
I
that's what
swear
the
this is where I'm supposed to go, but I'm doing everything, but I'm not going down here. What do I do?
I love Persona 4 so much. It's all downhill from here.
I think Persona 3 has the best story of 3, 4, and 5.
We will see. I mean, that's your opinion.
Well, I'm going off of the original. I know
I expect that to change.
Reload makes some changes. The main change that Reload made that I definitely don't agree with was they nerfed Yukari. I'll just word it like that. I think people misunderstood Yukari, like, because I see.
What mission are we on? 15?
Yes, I think we're on 15. Because Yukari's one of those characters where, yeah, she's very prickly, but people are like that in real life, and it takes a long time for her to really warm up to you, which is accurate to some people in real life. Heck, I mean, fucking almost everyone that I tried to talk to on Blue Sky were basically acting like Yukari. They basically made it seem like it was illegal to make new friends. And there's even some people at my fucking university that are like that. What's wrong with people? Why is it illegal to make friends? I don't know. That's why I'm glad that I got lucky and managed to meet like the very small few in both places that are actually okay with making a new friend. I'm like, fuck, what has the world come to? Anyway, rant over. Let's talk about something else.
Use your phone with a filter, bro.
DJ, do you have something to play it back on?
Question for the chat. There's a camcorder from I think the 90s, good quality, and that records on tapes that I want to buy that to document my trip with the boyfriend. Do I get it or get something cheaper? So what would be the perk of getting the 90s one? Would it be for the vintage feel? I want the footage to look analog. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. I think for you, because I know you and you're a film nut, honestly, I would get that one. Even if it is more expensive.
You'll probably use it for something else too.
Yeah. I have a friend that I met at university who's as much of a film nut as GJ, and I think he would be jealous that if you have that.
Oh, but yeah, no. So like, I was like on board with Persona 3 being weird like that,
okay.
but I thought that was just like how it was, you know. I didn't realize they just got goofy in game for one title.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, but that's why I say, even though.
Well, okay. It's default on in Persona 4, you know. So.
Yeah.
You got the 2 spears, right?
Yes, I did.
Honestly, I think that would be an interesting like difficulty option. Honestly, I'd rather have that than like the numbers are bigger. I have like, yeah, you don't get to control your party members. You just gotta deal with it.
Well, you can do that in Persona 4 and 5 because they made it optional in those games. Yeah. What's kind of funny is that I remember.
I'm saying I would like that to be part of like a challenge, like set.
Oh wait, hold on.
I fucking love.
Supposedly, they wanted the party members to feel like real people and not just controllable video game characters. I was actually about to say that, because I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I like to try and rationalize strange decisions in games, and that's actually what I was gonna say. But I didn't know that for a fact, so that's what I was gonna assume. I assume the reason they changed it in Persona 4 was because they did want to still have that, but at the same time they realized that people probably complained about it. Because that is something else too, is that some directors are stubborn with their vision and they'll reluctantly do something that they initially didn't want to because it was just the audience just didn't like it. And because games are a business, you do kind of have to make those sacrifices sometimes. It makes sense because it was the first Persona game to do all the life sim grinding and stuff. Yeah.
The Persona 3 one is so much better, bro. I love the Persona 3 party members.
I think it is a cool idea, and I would probably like it in a series that likes to beat your balls a little bit less.
I think it's perfectly fine. You should just be able to tell more specific things to your party members.
Why's my name Thing 2 in this channel? What the fuck? I didn't do that.
I did.
No.
It's because you two were taking a long time to get here.
Oh, you're bored.
Well, that's true. I was also bored.
I think if you could tell them to not use my account ever, it would be perfectly fine.
Oh, I do think that would be kind of nice to have just like you pick at least like a skill set for them a little bit more.
I just want to go up to like a...
From what I know...
What's the name?
From what I know, Rob, that's actually how Final Fantasy XII is.
Mm.
Yeah, but I guess not real.
That's true.
Sorry, what were you gonna say, DJ?
What the fuck is her name? The boring Karen.
Mitsuru.
Mitsuru. I should just up with Mitsuru and be like, girl, if you use mine Karen one more fucking time, I'm kicking you out. And I'm like,
okay, I was wrong before. Yeah, I was gonna say, Rob, Persona 3 Reload was made for people like you who don't want to... Actually, wait. Something you could do is play Persona 3 Portable, because Portable actually has controllable party members.
You can play as a woman.
Yeah, and it also has FemC, which... I know a lot of people really like FemC from Persona 3 Portable, and from what I've seen, a lot of her dialogue choices are funnier than the male character. The downside with Persona 3 Portable is that you don't have an overworld map. Well, at least not. It's not full 3D, and then you can walk around. It's like a static screen that you have a cursor that you point and click where you want to go.
I've seen this one before.
Yeah. But I would say Reload does seem to have been partially made for people like you, and I also think is part of the reason why Atlus decided to remake Persona 3 was because they realized that it is the most dated compared to 4 and 5 because of that.
The most dated real Persona game as far as they're concerned, because it's not Persona 2.
Well, yeah. Those games would have to be completely, like, they would have to be new games, pretty much.
They should just port them.
Oh god, this is a fuck room. What the fuck am I dealing with? Hold on. I need to go back and save state. Hold on. Because I realize I haven't saved in a while.
I definitely have like a...
That was awful.
Like, the older something is, the more bullshit I'm able to just put up with. Like, I don't know, if I play Persona 2, and it's like the most annoying game ever, I'll be like, well, okay.
From what I hear of Persona 2, it's actually the opposite of Atlus's other games. I hear the combat is too easy, and so it's just boring. Dealing with all the encounters and just fighting in general.
That's fine. Yeah, you haven't met me. I don't have this problem. Let's play the game.
I mean, I wouldn't mind either, so long, because I know the story of Persona 2 is really good. And,
I like this, like, object.
Yeah. Actually,
The tired thing is so
Oh my god, you're gonna die.
I know. Oh my god. Well, I did.
They killed you before you could return the thingamajig.
It's like from way before, but I will on God say that's much you just play DLC if they don't have like that much time.
Wait, what would you say?
If you have it, then I should just play DLC because like, if you have time to play DMC 1, like do it, but like, there's no need, bro. Just play 3 if you don't have that much time.
Well, that just goes against everything that we were arguing for earlier. I think DMC1 is... DMC1's fine. It's just...
It's fine, but like, people have limited time. Don't waste your time with DMC1 if you don't want to play it. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
if you don't want to play the game, it's a different story.
Yeah, I think that's also...
You only have so
fine.
much time. If you want to try DMC, just play 3. and like if you like it, just go back and play it later. But like, this game is so rough.
I mean, I
Well,
feel like starting at this is like probably not that bad.
So far,
if you're ready for it.
I wouldn't say it's that rough. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, that's a rough game.
No, that's my goat.
Because ignore the fact that I'm dying, but that's because I'm at half
This really
health and this is a fuck
This is a
room.
fuck room, bro.
Yeah, this is not a good room for me to be defending this game.
There's a room in Kingsfield too that is so funny to me because the
Because
rest of the
they're
game, you spend most of the game fighting like one enemy at a time, maybe two dudes, you know, in a corner that shoot projectiles at you. In the
Okay, I
distance.
have a yellow orb.
And
Let me see where it spawns.
You go into a room that is like the size of my room in real life, with 4 pillars and 4 demons in it that shoot exploding balls at you that blow up through the pillar.
I remember seeing you when you were streaming that game. That was so funny.
I blew through so much shit just to not die. Like it was just constantly me opening the pause menu and using potions and stuff so that I could not be dead instantly. Because your health just gets tanked because you're exploding 3 separate times.
Fuck rooms are endearing. That's something that we should bring back in games. Bring back.
I'm pretty sure that.
I see.
I'm pretty
Is
sure
that
that
fucking camera in building chat, bro?
Oh come on. How come I made it to this platform first try last time? But yeah, going back to the whole don't.
Oh yeah, that is coming right build, bro. Base.
Sometimes it's not a good idea to play, like, especially if you're interested in a series, don't start with the canonical first game in the story if it came out after the actual first one that released. Typically that's not the best idea. But
Yeah, don't play them in chronological order, choose to play in chronological order.
yeah, but when it
Like,
comes,
it's okay.
well, there's also mechanical whiplash, but it's also the thing where if they are interested in the whole series. Because I don't entirely disagree with what you said. I think if someone is interested in DMC, then I think they're fine, and they have limited time. They're fine with just playing 3 and 5. But I would also say don't sell this game short, because I think it's still good. I like it so far. I think it still feels good. The main issue is that
It just, I think on its own it like stands good, but like comparing like all the other games, it's just like, why even?
well, yeah, but that's because this is the first game in the series.
Oh, yeah, but, like I don't know. I don't think that like means much.
Well, I think that means everything. That's why it is. Because it was the first game, and the later games just refined it. And that's why I think if someone is interested in diving into the entirety of DMC, they're fine playing the first game. And with the power of emulation, we can make the first game a lot... Well, we can make one of the game's main mechanics less painful for people that have limited time, like me, more alleviating with save states. And, you know, just ignore the people that say, oh, if you save state, you didn't really beat the game. Because you're still...
People being Mike Mateo.
You'll still die a lot. Like I have been.
I think that I'm on team, like, try the first game. It's clunky? Yeah. Is it rough? Yeah. You know, try it. If you can't do it, it's too much for you, whatever, you don't like it, just don't do it then. Try it though.
No, that's exactly what I also perpetuate, is that there's no harm in trying a game, because you really aren't wasting time if you're just trying a game. Because if you...
I wouldn't be like, you need to beat DMC 1.
Yeah, no.
You have to play it. It's like, no, you could try it, and if this game is too rough for you, and you just want to play DMC 3 really bad, then just watch this game on YouTube. You probably shouldn't play DMC 2 anyway, from what I understand, because it's actually
Don't even like watch it, like actually.
Why not watch
this game,
it?
This is whole thing about it. I'm fucking telling you, the story of this game has no weight on anything.
But you get to see what happened.
Nothing happens in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine too.
Yeah, let's be fair, because you wouldn't know that otherwise. You have to see it to know that,
like,
DJ.
You can probably play like 3, 4, and 5 without the context of this game, and won't miss on anything. or then maybe like who Sparta is, but you will like learn that super quick.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that when it comes to someone
You
that
should not play DMC2. Okay, I'm gonna drop the line right here, bro. That game is not worth it, bro.
someone that I'll get into that later because I was gonna say with this game, it's what I'm saying. Someone that has curiosity about the series origins, and I would encourage someone to check out a series origins. They might like it, but if they don't, that's fine, and I'm not going to chastise them for dropping it because this is, as you say, DMC1 is more antiquated than the other games because it came out in a time when 3D games were still being refined. It was directed by someone who was obsessed with arcades and wanted to bring in as much arcade design as possible. So I think that is valid grounds for saying someone it's okay to check out DMC1, but at the same time, it's also fine if someone doesn't want to.
I do think like there's a lot of nuance to the conversation because it's like usually the thing is like I want to play the series. Where do I start? If you want to play the whole series, probably just start with the first game.
And even then, someone that
Like
doesn't,
always.
someone that wasn't initially interested in the entire series, one reason I wanted to play this game was to show people basically just don't shirk on the origins of a series. It still has value to it, and we live in an age where it's fine and valid to watch a game that you are interested in but don't think you can really play. I think that's fine too. But when it comes to criticizing that game, that's a bit different. Because I'm under the belief that you can only really fully criticize a game if you've played it. And there's a difference between that and me and how I feel about Monster Hunter. Because with Monster Hunter, I'm just assuming that I won't like the general gameplay loop. I don't actually know. I'm still interested in trying the series. I'm just not sure what game or when I would start that. And if I end up dropping the game, for me, I think that would be fine because I gave it a fair shot. And I wouldn't consider that a waste of time because I did the research. I was doing the research on what this game is really like, if I was correct, what I like in a game, what I don't like in a game. For me, that's important because I want to be a game designer. For the layman, it could also be important to measure their taste in games. But yeah, when it comes to time, even then, I still think we are overselling the value of time because there are a bunch of games that are not that long. I would say a lot of older games are quite shorter than a lot of new games. And it's kind of funny because there are some games, like people, this is something Rob and I have talked about. People complain if a game is too short now. Like they want every game to be like over 100 hours long. If like basically, if I'm gonna pay $60 for a game, I want to have at least 60 hours to be put into this game.
I can't really blame him for that, honestly.
I can because these people play games that suck ass all the time.
I mean, if you pay like $60 for like a 3-hour game, I'd be kind of pissed too.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
usually, so I think you need to pick
economy
your
is too
choose
bad,
your
bro.
balance because like people will play like they'll buy like the new Call of Duty. This is a bad example. They'll buy it, and but it's like the game will be 6 hours for the 18th time in a row. It'll be 6 hours long campaign, and then they'll be like, oh what? And also it's variable because you get some weird crackheads. Like some people like do not take the time with a game. So Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes happened. I remember seeing a guy be like,
Okay, that one kind of that's right.
okay, well the thing is that it's a $30 demo, but the guy was like,
Yeah,
Th-
that one.
so,
That one was
that was not the problem because the guy was complaining was actually a meth head. Like everyone else was like kind of normal. They were like, "Why is this demo $30?" This guy was like, "This was not worth any money. It was worth zero money." And he ended up going on to be like, "This game needs to be 100 hours with no side quests, or it's worth $0."
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the problem. I do I do also think it is fair. I do think it is fair for you to say, DJ, that if someone were to spend $60, or it would be 70 now, on a 3-hour game, I do think that's fair, and I think that would be. It depends, because if the game is short but has a ton of replay value, like it gives you a good reason to play it again.
Well, some people are going to disagree with that though, because some people don't want to replay fucking shit.
Yeah. Okay. So all this to say is that was the biggest complaint I've seen with Metroid Dread, was that people complained that the game was too short. And I think that's
I don't mind the
bullshit.
game being short if I have a fuck ton of fun with it, and I had a lot of fun with Dread.
It's not bullshit that the game is short, which for 2D Metroid standards, it's actually quite long. It's like 15 hours. Well, if you're playing it normally and trying to figure things out.
Hold on. There's like 20 quadrillion backlog messages in chat, bro.
Oh.
Start reading them.
Yeah, you gotta start reading them. Fuck, they're like off the screen. Hold on.
Stop talking.
I bet it's Liam. Or,
No.
sorry, Hazard Rider.
Okay, let's start from here. You need to play bad games to understand what makes the good games good, in my opinion at least. And that's true.
I agree
But-
with that. But the thing, that's a slippery
my
slope,
headset, bro.
because it's easy for someone to say that DMC1 is a bad game, and I don't think it is. But someone can
game that you
assume
wouldn't
it's
like,
bad
yeah.
because of more antiquated design decisions, but I don't think these design decisions make a game bad, because the reason I don't think DMC1 is a bad game is because I think it's playable, the systems work, I have fun playing the game, that the systems are fun. It's just that there are some things like the fixed camera and not having the yellow paint to guide you where you need to go. That's something that I can understand someone that's used to modern conveniences having, and this game doesn't hold your hand, especially with getting a game over, because it definitely punishes you for losing and rewards you for memorizing and getting better so that you don't have to use yellow orbs. But that's part of the, I guess,
Yeah, oh, you go with me.
the Arcane with arcade design, you could say.
It's easy to forget, like, the amount of people that care about the game being good or not is like very low, bro. Like, you could have played bad games to understand good games is like the way to do it, but like 80% of people don't even like, give a fuck. Not because it's like they're like mean or anything, it's just like they don't care about games that much.
They care about
I don't
Fortnite.
know. I think that's hard to say, because people are very unpredictable.
Who smells skinny?
She was the one that was causing the food debate in the last episode.
It's a good talk.
Say,
Good talk.
say hi to them, they said hi.
Oh, hello.
They had to teach how to give your people to clear the eyes of them. Alright, I see. If your PC can run it, I think Wilds will be the best choice to start with Monster Hunter for you. I mean, like, maybe.
Yeah,
Wilds is,
that's what
most approachable game.
that's what Rob tells me.
It's
So
not approachable game, but it's like almost the least Monster Hunter game of all of them.
Worlds?
No, Wilds.
Oh, Wilds. Oh,
Wilds
no, I
was
thought
like-
you said World. No, I'm not interested in World, actually, if I'm being honest, because it
I
just looks. I don't know.
World is good, but it is like the least artistic Monster Hunter game, like for most of it.
What I
Really like the
want,
newer Monster Hunter games with that missing such major stuff, bro. That's so hard to recommend.
that's why. That's what I was gonna say. I want a Monster Hunter game where, okay, I'll say, fuck, so close, so close. Oh, there we go. I want a Monster Hunter game that makes me feel like a Monster Hunter. Basically, I want to experience tracking, because even that's part of the antiquated, yet I would say artistically intentional decisions that series has. That some people. Oh wait, hold on.
I think the closest one to that is World.
My master Mundus.
You can't fight with that wound.
Mighty is the power of Mundus. Master, grant me one last surge
I love
of
his
power.
head.
The power to finish him.
Dante looks so funny.
She looks like Leon.
Mundus.
I'm pretty sure that's because Dante is actually a retooled Leon, because this is gonna be Resident Evil 4.
John Luda and Chad just at the mirror. That's it.
Well, I guess he wasn't he wasn't expecting that. He prayed to his god that he would smite Dante, but he got smited instead.
But the gigantic idiot, bro.
Oh, Trish is back.
You beat him. Maybe it was too easy for you.
Mundus. His heinous ways make me sick, killing even his own, like they were nothing. He's the one that took the life of my mother, my brother, Shirley.
This guy's so weird.
Trish's face.
My mother used to always tell me that my father was a man who fought for the people. He had courage and a righteous heart. In the name of my father, I will kill Mundus.
Alright, anyway. Where were we? Monster Hunter.
But then they were,
I know
yeah,
Lu-
the older games did not do justice to Hunter Bro either. The one that comes close is World.
I know Rob told me that 4 and Generations are good.
Well, so they're good games, but like the tracking part is like so old school Monster Hunter tracking is monsters spawn pretty consistently where they spawn, but the tracking is like putting a paintball on them to keep track of them, because the game does not show you on the map where the monster's fucking at.
Yeah, because
Otherwise-
you're intended to use the paintball for that, right?
Yeah, that's keeping track of them after you find them. But
I
like
think that's cool.
finding them is
Yeah.
running around and hoping you find them. There's not like
Honestly, it's like
there's not,
like a
like,
fucking
evidence.
afterthought so bad, dude.
So what World does
I'm
is
not
World
sure if
has
it's an afterthought if the series did that from the start. That just seems like a creative decision to me.
It's really just you find the monster, throw the ball, like, and that's it. Like, it's
There's a reason
nothing.
it became passive.
It's like going on a mechanic.
I don't mind that it became a passive thing. I really hate the way that they've done it now, where it's just like you spawn in and
Yeah.
it's like you know where the monster's at.
There's a reason why you
Like-
just fucking got rid of it because it's just nothing.
But I think World did it right, close-ish. Okay, World didn't
Yeah.
do it right, but it got
Well,
better.
why's doing it right?
It was on the right track.
I was
Because I do
gonna-
think
yeah.
having genuine tracks and like goop and snot and throw up and other shit all over the place and fur hanging on the trees and stuff like that to find, and that's cool.
Oh,
It
World-
gets a little
World
tedious
does
at
that?
points. That's the World.
Yeah.
That's World's gimmick.
I
pretty
like
much,
that.
honestly.
I like that.
It is cool. But it's like that's what I would want to be able to do to find the monster.
World
Sometimes it does
psychology
get a
is
little
fucking
tedious.
great. It's so
but-
good.
I was gonna say, DJ, I think they need to strike a balance between having the paintball style tracking and just not having it at all, saying, oh, the monster's here, and then here's this
Yeah, World did it
device, there's this device to just auto go to the map. I don't like that.
Yeah, World did that. That's exactly what World did. They got rid of it.
Yeah, well, World was
It-
on like a great track for it.
Yeah,
Look in the chat.
in
Look in
World-
the chat really quick because that's the thing you should read.
The more you hunt a
Uh,
monster and find its tracks in
there you go.
world, the more info you have when you start a hunt. So it showing on your map is like your character learning its patterns.
Yeah.
I
So
do like
if you
that.
hunted a monster enough, like eventually you're just like, you're like going like straight to the fucker. Like, basically your information on a monster like ranks up, and it's like that's like such a cool system. I really liked Wilds. I think it's a fun game. You know, I got every achievement in it. It has a lot of fucking problems, and the hunting aspect has been way too streamlined for me.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seemed like the issue I would have with Wilds, where it seems like the
Wild is
combat,
just like so undercooked, bro.
the combat looks fun
It's
and
good.
and
I mean,
polished. Actually, I don't know about the polished part, but
it's polished. I think it's fine.
but it
it's good
seems
Monster Hunter
like
combat.
it's
a
one of
little
those
easy,
things
but-
where
I think the
It-
sacred is just a problem.
it would just feel hollow because there's not much substance because they streamlined and stripped some of the depth out of it.
I know so many things about the monsters in World, but it's just by looking at them, you learn things about them. In Wilds, I can't tell you a single thing about any monster because they didn't fucking do anything.
I love the sacred, but it is the excuse that they use to make everything worse.
The sacred ruined everything.
But like it didn't. The thing is, it's not the sacred's fault.
It's
It's their
fault,
fault.
yeah.
It's the devs' fault. Like, because the sacred existing, it doesn't have to be this crazy shit. Because like
The sacred let them have a bigger map. But also, they made it just automatic.
they could have done the tracking thing with the sacred. Still, the sacred could have just worked the same. And, the sacred could have like sniffed out tracks and stuff that you'd find along the way. And then like the more maybe you offer up excess monster materials to the sacred, and it smells them, and it's like, oh, it gets more familiar with that, and then you can track the monster easier. Or something. You could have done so much. There's so many things you could have
Yeah,
done.
just
That
go.
is just
Just
like
go.
so on the way it works, you get your mount, and they're like, this bird thingy's got a great fucking nose on it, dude. And then it's like it's so good that it can tell you where every monster is on the entire map. Like you spawn in, it's like I know where everything's at. It's not even a secret. It's not even like there's a monster here. It's like I know what monster it is. It's like that is so dumb. So Sean, scroll the chat back down, please.
Oh, sorry, it's because I was looking at.
I know, you're fine. I just
Here, you guys can help me catch me up.
I was
with
looking.
that.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, right. I was gonna say this. Okay, so Hazard Rider, he's a friend of mine. His name's Liam. He's so funny because, believe it or not, he's more of a game encyclopedia than Keaton is. Like he's legitimately. It feels like he's legitimately played every single video game.
How do you do that with the hash from PS2?
But I know
Mega Man and Bass,
he's
bro.
one person that wants me to play DMC2 because he thinks it would be an interesting case study for what can go wrong with a game. Kanan's also like that too for some reason. Kanan thinks I should play DMC2, but his excuse is that it's like 5 hours long. But I don't think Kanan realizes how I play games. I tend to
It's
take
just
longer
boring,
than.
bro. That's what's wrong with it. It's just boring.
What I was thinking of doing was either sometime later in this playthrough or when I get around to DMC3, I can just talk about DMC2's development rather than play it. I mean, I don't know if I would play it. I definitely wouldn't play it on stream.
until you
That-
play it until you want to quit.
That is not a game that I would play on stream.
That'd be fun. Hold on, let me see.
The DMC2 with the streaming's when I'm bored.
Monster Hunter, you definitely need to play with friends. I hated Monster Hunter until I made a friend who liked the series. I don't know. I actually dislike playing with people more than I like playing my own.
Yeah, I like both. I can play with people. I can play by myself. I've done a lot of time by myself because you don't ask your friends to come crown hunt monsters with you. That's obnoxious.
Yeah. You find new monsters with friends. That's what I think. Like, I like fighting monsters on my own more than I like fighting with people.
That's something that I think would depend. For me, it would depend when I experience it.
It depends on the person.
I don't know if I would prefer playing with friends or by myself yet. It depends. As I will say, I liked playing Dark Souls 1 by myself but I preferred playing Elden Ring with friends. If I didn't play Elden Ring with friends, on God, I would have dropped the game.
That's right.
I don't dislike Elden Ring, but it's definitely the most miserable a game has made me in recent memory.
I don't know. I feel like didn't do that. That'll be fucking top of the list.
Hey, you know, maybe I should play it then.
No, it's just boring. It's not even like it's so ass. It's funny.
Art should
It's
make you
really
feel
just
an emotion,
boring.
and it's like suicidal.
It doesn't make you feel anything. It's
Wait,
watching
what?
paint dry. It's so ass,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Please.
I entered a secret mission.
Nice. Let's see what else we have here.
What the hell is this? What the hell is
This
this?
looks fake, bro.
What is this? What am I supposed to do?
This isn't real.
Am I supposed to
Can
do
you jump
that?
off of them?
Okay, I
Awesome.
am. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. But this is a good time to go over chat and talk about what they're trying to say.
I'm
I
trying.
need to play. I need to play
I'm
Dragon's
trying.
Dogma. We'll leave it at that.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying that this is a good time to do this.
DJ, shut up. I want it's time to talk
I'm
about
gonna kill you.
Xenosaga.
No. Damage will be length on 1 or 2 hours, and damage will be ticket price is apparently $11. So if I get more value per hour in a game than I will in a movie, then I'm happy. They're like girl matter. I don't know.
Oh yeah, something I forgot to say with that is that I don't think there is a game that costs $60 and is like 2 or 3 hours long. On God, the closest I can think of is Metroid Dread, but that's one of those games where it's meant to be replayable because it's a Metroidvania.
John Cannon over here.
As long as I have an actually good time, and the game wasn't like an hour and isn't replayable, I don't really care too much. If you know, I'm not like just dropping money on $60 games left and right. And I don't live in a place where it's that hard for me to get the $60. So like, I'll live. I get why it's different for some people. You've really got to make your judgment calls. But I'm okay with it. I'm pretty careful about spending a lot of money on a game or buying a game at full price that's like high price. And not trying not to get disappointed. The last time that I bought a game that I legitimately regret buying was Lords of the Fallen, and I stand by that. I bought that game at full price. It wasn't even
That
a
was
$60
a long
game.
time ago.
It was a long time ago. I try to vet stuff before I buy it, or it's like it's like if I'm not sure about it, I'm usually pretty like, I'm like I know I'm on the fence about it, and I know I might regret it. So like if I do, I'm like walked into it. I was legitimately expecting Lords of the Fallen to be a good game. It looked good. And then I bought it at full price and it was terrible.
Good shit. Camera Man said they played Blaster Master 0, 1, and 2 and they had a blast.
Oh, yeah,
so this evening also.
The original. I haven't played the new one.
I know Blaster Master, at least the new Blaster Masters, were done by Inti Creates, who made the Mega Man Zero and ZX games, aka the best Mega Man games.
I really tried to give the original Lords of the Fallen like a good try too. Like I was like coping so hard I beat the game 1.5 times, and then I was like, never mind, fuck this.
The great thing about games like DMC is that you can beat each one of them in a day or two, but you still want to replay them forever.
I think that comes down to the thing that I mentioned with this game, and part of why Kamiya designed the life system like that is because he wanted the player to be more determined to learn the level, enemies' attack patterns, and grow stronger as a player because of that. You may not agree with that idea, but that was the artist's intent.
I feel like we're all having different conversations now. It's pretty cool.
I was trying to pay attention to chat, but never stopped talking.
Start talking for several days.
No. This one's old.
But I don't know. Lords of the Fallen at the time, there weren't really like Souls-likes were like not really coming out. You know, it was just FromSoft. There might have been some other stuff that I don't know about, but like your options for Souls-likes was like Salt and Sanctuary and Dark Mouse, and that was kind of it. And those aren't really the same kind of game. You know, one's a 2D Metroidvania, one's a top-down game that is inspired. And Lords of the Fallen is like a real Souls-like, and it's also real bad.
Hellblade is the closest I can think of a game that is one and done.
Real big disappointment. What game?
I don't mind one.
Hellblade.
Hellblade.
I don't mind one and done games.
I don't mind one and done as long as it's good. You know, I never want to play The Last of Us 1 ever again.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie.
I love Journey, but like that's a one and done game. I don't think the Journey should play it again.
Yeah, I think games like those are fine. Well, Journey. How much is Journey actually?
It's not expensive.
If it's like $15,
$20.
then I think that's fine. But if it's like 30, then I actually think that's too
It's
much.
exactly $15.
Oh, 15? Yeah, that's fine.
Journey's a game you experience once, so you never get to experience like again.
Yeah, and I think that's fine because I think that's part of the intent is that it's Journey kind of seems in the same vein as a game like this, where the magic comes from experiencing this story for the first time. And I mean, you are free to go through it again if you're like, oh man, I love this a lot. I just want to see it again and reminisce.
Yeah, you can even do that with Journey. Like Journey doesn't have
I think Journey is a rare play second time kind of game, honestly. But it's like 2 max. Like you do your casual playthrough. You do your casual playthrough, and then you do your like, well, let me get all the thingies playthrough.
Yeah,
do all the,
that's exactly what I did.
kinda
Like,
it.
you play Journey once, and if you really, really, really like that, you do it twice to get all the achievements, and that's it.
Achievements
I
are
think
something I've
I
never
guess.
bothered with, actually.
I only really bother with
never
achievements if I
cared.
really, really like the game. Otherwise, it's just kind of there. Like,
never
you know,
cared about
Warframe, I almost have, Warframe, I have every achievement but one because I love it. And I'm still working on it. It's just the longest thing ever.
I would much rather replay an Uncharted game instead of Last of Us, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Uncharted is another game that I would say is more of a movie. It has more game than Last of Us, but yeah, I don't know. I think
Uncharted is a lot more actiony than Last of Us is, so like more fun when you play it.
yeah,
Well, I think Last of Us gameplay is pretty bad. Like
even the first one.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, they play the second one. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not playing the second one because I know what the story's like, and I ignore all the stupid problems that a bunch of Chads have with it because they just like hate women or something. I just think that they're squandering a good thing, and I don't think that game needed a sequel.
For me, it seems like the second game's story just made decisions out of spite for people who liked some things about the first game. And I'm not just talking about Joel. There's other stuff too, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
I think Last of Us 1's ending is great, and I think they should have just not made a sequel. Or if they were going to make a sequel, it should have been a disconnected story.
I've only seen the
Somebody should
show.
show. That makes
It's funny because Last of Us is one game that I think really did lend itself well to an adaptation because, like you, I mean, you were joking, Rob, but Last of Us really is kind of a movie. The reason it lends itself
When I say that,
well-
I mean I liked the story and I enjoyed my time playing the game, and the gameplay was not good or anything. It wasn't anything to write home about. It's not bad or anything. I was gonna say that I give the game a little slack. When I say it's bad, I mean like it's not a problem when you're playing it. It's a problem if you replay it. Because it completely services the story. Like it's great.
Yeah.
You know, when you're playing through it, you don't really think about how boring it is.
I was about
But if you
to
replay it
say
and
that
that's
actually.
what you're there for. You're like, ooh.
I think Last of Us is opposite of a lot of games, where I think the reason a lot of game adaptations don't work or don't lend themselves the best to the show format is because the stories are in service to the gameplay. And I think Devil May Cry is definitely one of those. And that's also why, to me, it sounds like the Netflix show for Devil May Cry failed. A lot of people seem to not like it, even more than just people who are fans. People who are not fans, I've seen a couple of them say that they just didn't think the show was good. It was just kind of, it just kind of had a mid story, or just a weird story. And I think that's also something that's kind of with a game series like Devil May Cry, you kind of would have the freedom to do almost whatever you wanted with a show, but because the showrunner Adi Shankar is a hack and a bad person, it just wasn't good, because the things that he came up with just were weird and not good. But yeah. So sorry, I got off track. A lot of games have a story that's in service to the gameplay. What you just said, Last of Us has gameplay that's in service to the story, and I think that's why it was a good adaptation. Would you say Fallout is kind of like that? Because the Fallout show is an interesting one, because when I say I've seen people mixed on it, what I mean is that people who aren't, or who haven't played the Fallout games, seem to really like the show, but fans...
and people who like Fallout are like, it sucks.
No, that's the interesting thing. That's where it's split. Some people who do like Fallout do like the show, but there's also some people who like Fallout who don't like the show.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything of the show other than like very small, short promotional clips and screenshots and stuff. So I couldn't speak on that.
Oh.
But I have seen people being split.
Okay, this is interesting. The very first area, it's completely dark now.
Oh yeah, nice. Where'd Dante get that flashlight?
Yeah, well,
It's on his gun.
He got that Dark Souls glow on him.
if I wasn't a DMC fan, the show will make me write off the series forever.
My brother's into Fallout and he likes the show. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I think the Fallout show is interesting, because it would be expected where people who haven't played the game like it, people who have played the game don't like it, but that's not the case. And one of my friends, who is a big Fallout fan, actually does like the show, but another one of my friends, who is also a Fallout fan, does not like the show. Okay, what the...
That's awesome.
What's this?
But no, I see so many people that are like, this is such a bad adaptation. This is not canon.
Wait, was
doesn't
this
make any
blue orb
fucking
here
sense in
from the
canon."
beginning and I never got it?
I'll do it right now, Sean. You miss such an insane amount of blue orbs everywhere.
Why didn't you point it out then?
Because they're literally everywhere. If I was pointing it out every single time, it would be like mission 10.
I have... Oh god, now I feel embarrassed because I've hardly seen any.
It's just like Dark Souls when I had to tell you about every single item drop.
I will tell you right now, this almost have full blue orb in every single mission.
Oh my
Okay, no, that's
god.
not true actually. No, it's family, that's family.
Well, hey, that's...
At this point, people have like 7 like parts of the tree.
But yeah, it's like I don't know like what's going on with the Fallout show, because like I literally see people, like you said, they'll like it, and then I see other people that are like, none of this makes actually any fucking sense. What are they doing?
Oh wait, this is a gun.
So it's
I
like,
didn't
okay,
realize that.
maybe one day I'll watch it. I'm not like
have you
that
seen it?
invested in Fallout.
I remember
Alright.
I got this, but I guess I didn't fully process the description. I didn't realize it was a weapon.
I don't know if you haven't tried it.
DJ, when are you playing Xenogears or Xenosaga or Xenoblade?
No. Okay, no, I need to finish Xenoblade 3.
Okay, that's stupid.
Oh wait. I will say, DJ, I think Xenogears is a game you should at least try to watch if you can, because it has one of the best stories of anything, of all fiction. I mean, I know that sounds pretentious, but no, I'm dead serious. I've consumed a lot of media, a lot of different types of media, but
We love
Xenogears
in
is
this house.
still one of the best stories ever out of any form of media. So
I
I
do
would,
love it
at
so
the
much.
very least, try to experience the story in any way you can. But I will say,
super mega interested.
I will admit the gameplay of Xenogears, I wouldn't say it's rough. It's that
So it's easy for the most part, but I think it carries itself on spectacle, at least for me. Like
Yeah.
I was having fun just doing. I understand why people would bounce off of it because it is like not very challenging at all. But I was
for
like,
me,
I really love the sprite work in that game. Like
Yeah.
I was kind of entertained.
Yeah,
just
that's
watching everything
one
fucking
game-
move, honestly.
that's one game that I think does 2D and 3D mixture really well. But for me, the reason I bounced off of the combat was because it just didn't seem like it mattered. It had a lot of ideas for mechanics, but I just didn't need to do
There are so many
any of
mechanics
that.
in combat that like don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like your mech can start leaking, and I think that you're at risk of that happening and being a problem like maybe one time. Like it like can barely come up. But they have all this stuff. It's like this prevents this from happening. This prevents this from happening, and it like never fucking happens.
Have you tried the weaponization?
Oh no, I didn't.
That's
That's cool.
There's probably
Oh, that's
like
where it came from.
a hard
Is
mode
it?
like rebalance like hack
it
or
is.
something that makes all this stuff matter. But yeah, no, the game's definitely like not as well put together in that department.
Yeah, but I still praise. Well, okay, I praise it for more than just its story, because I do like some ideas that the gameplay has, and at least for me, that's how I judge things. I like to judge things based off of the sum of their parts, and if there's an idea that I like, then I like it. Something that I don't know if I've experienced something that I just think is irredeemable. Devil May Cry 2 might be that, but even with Donkey Kong
Okay,
Jungle,
that is definitely redeemable.
even with
It's very easily redeemable, actually.
even with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, the reason I don't like that game is because I just hated the controls. The game felt next to unplayable to me, and that was extremely annoying. But there's a lot of really charming and
Dude,
cool
Two
levels.
is not funny, bro. That game is watching dry grass grow. That gives nothing. Get some of that oxygen.
There's one.
Yeah, the helicopter that you shoot down for fucking 20 minutes. Fuck that thing, dude. What? No. Yeah, the balance of that game was like better. Being like actually fun. Because there's like cool, like you can do like backflips against the wall and do like parkour tricks, but they don't do anything. I'm gonna derail everything real quick. There's a message in chat that I didn't talk about yet. This is my issue with open world games. It stems from the fact that there's so many things I could do and not enough structure to keep me focused. And so my ADHD says fuck you.
No, I agree with her.
You should
I
have
agree with her.
pictures.
No, that's how I feel. That's why I bounce
wait,
off a
hold
lot of
on,
open
hold on.
world games. And that's why
Hold on,
I actually
hold on,
liked
hold on.
Breath of the
Similar
Wild.
message. Similar message. I've unlocked the entirety of the map in Breath of the Wild, but haven't been in a single Divine Beast or done any side quests because I get sidetracked and overwhelmed. There we go.
I think that's fair, even though that is different from me, because I like Breath of the Wild compared to other open world games because of the paths. You can see the paths, and you can go. I chose to go along one. The game encouraged me to go to Vah-Ruta for Breath of the Wild, the Rito people for Tears of the Kingdom. I would pick the path that leads me to that direction, and then I would progress through that path and then get sidetracked for things around that path. What I would keep myself from doing was going too far off the beaten path. If I see myself straying on a path that's going to another divine beast, one that I didn't set my objective to go to, then I would turn back. Metal Skitty probably does not do that, in which case I can't defend you.
No, they said just watch playthrough.
I
Wait,
get it. I've never had a problem with
hold
that.
on, Rob. I gotta interrupt you a bit. So, I don't know if you're still in chat, but you're telling me that you actually bought and played through a significant amount of Breath of the Wild, only to quit and watch a
they didn't say
playthrough
anything
of
about
it?
that. They didn't say anything about that. They said they watched playthroughs of open world games to really get overwhelmed.
Oh, okay.
I just don't have this problem with open world games.
Yeah, I like don't either. I just wonder. I just like just let it wander to the point.
I wonder and sidetrack until I get bored, and then I'm like, it's main quest time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just sidetrack and wander until you get bored and just go back.
For me, it's choice paralysis. I like to have a clear objective. I prefer open world, well, quote unquote open world, like how it's done in Xenoblade. Even though for some reason Miko argues against me on this, but I think I'm just objectively correct. Xenoblade's not open world.
I don't like Xenoblade.
I mean, that's fine, because Xenoblade is open zone. It's not open world because, except for 3, you can't.
I like Xenoblade 3.
You can't go to whatever area you want to. You're tied to wherever you're going in the story. But Xenoblade 3 has some areas where you have completely optional areas that are on the side. I actually do like that too, because it still has this the structure of you can't just go everywhere because you're locked behind the story. I didn't mind going to the desert that's next to the canyon, because that was really the only optional area that you can go to at the time. There is another one, but you have to run away from everything because all the enemies are really strong. But I do like that. What I'm saying is I don't like other open world games where it's literally you just go wherever, because I get choice paralysis. The reason I'm fine with it in Xenoblade is because I am locked to a certain area. I know where my objective is, so I feel comfortable going off the beaten path because I know where my objective is. For me personally, I don't do creating my own objective. Despite the fact that I like to create a lot of my own stuff, when it comes to games, I don't know. For some reason, I prefer things to be more linear, more clear. Speaking of which, I don't know where to go.
Yeah, that's different. That's just this game being at.
That's a lot of games that just don't give you a yellow paint.
Well, this game doesn't give you yellow paint or tells you fucking anything.
Sometimes it does, because in earlier missions there was a glowing ball telling you, okay, this is the room where you need to go to.
Keenan's dissing you. I just take that down. Come on.
It helps that Neo 3 is open field rather than full open world. But yeah, DJ, I'm gonna keep perpetuating this. As game designers, it's important that we disagree on design decisions, because not every player is going to think the same way as that one designer is. And I think it's actually worse if you make something assuming that everyone is going to agree with with how you feel, and you assume or think everyone should play your game a specific way. I think that line of thinking is flawed, and that's why I think it's fine to say that, oh, I like open world games, I do not. But then how can we work together? The problem at that point would be if the other person isn't willing to compromise. That's something more complicated and more different. Involves politics that I won't get into right now.
I think it's good that we disagree because if we all agreed, then we couldn't get into a horrible shouting match. We couldn't kill each other. And then someone dies at the office, and then we hide the body, and then we make someone makes a 18-hour long like video detailing every minute from the start of the argument to the discovery of the body.
Yeah. Actually, Among Us again.
No.
Am I
This
supposed
is how the argument starts.
Am I supposed to kill these guys?
Thing 2 didn't want to play Among Us. I really don't. I would rather play Duck Duck Goose.
Oh, Goose Goose Duck? Yeah,
Goose Goose
I
Duck,
love
whatever.
Goose Goose Duck.
I mix it. Yeah,
I
no,
know,
it's more fun, I think. I like the goofy ass rolls.
Yeah, I know Among Us does have rules, but something about
I don't nearly as good.
something about the way Goose Goose Duck has them. It's also the maps too. The maps in Goose Goose Duck I think are better than the ones from Among Us, at least when I played.
There's some cool things in the Goose Goose Duck maps, but some of the maps are just too fucking big with too many like corners. Dude, it's like kind of a pain.
Yeah, I think
But I like being able to see through some walls, like holes in the paintings. That was fun.
I think the problem with the big maps would be resolved if you just have more people, but usually we don't.
Yeah, but you don't want that many people in games like this. Otherwise, it just becomes impossible.
Bro wasn't paying attention when you beat the hawk. It pointed at the blue door.
Oh, you saw the hog too?
You're right. I wasn't paying it. Actually, I thought I did go through.
What with it, voodoo?
I thought I did. I thought I tried to go through something, but I couldn't. Then I walked out. Then I walked back in. Secret mission. Actually, let me die, because I think that'll be quicker.
You definitely had to go into the airplane room. On the other that's the because my boy's coming up. Excited.
Is there anyone else that's any other chat messages that are interesting to point out?
Went to
Okay. Yeah, this is something that I wanted to bring up, but then we got into the tangent caused by the chat messages. Do you guys think arcade-like design still has a purpose, or do you think all games should just not have it?
What are we gonna call arcade-like design?
I would say something like this, something like Dark Souls 1, something where there's no autosave, hardly any checkpoints, something that is more rewards you for your skill rather than just pure going through the story. Because
I mean, I think that's great. I think that's a great way to just like that's a good way to have focus on your level design. Like I think Dark Souls 1 is like Dark Souls 1 really, because people complain about runbacks and it's easy to get frustrated with a runback, but like every runback is a test of like, are you actually that good at getting through this? Even if it's avoiding the enemies, that's a skill.
Yeah, and something that DJ was saying previously is that he thinks the runbacks in this are worse than Dark Souls. The reason I disagree is because there's no enemies. Well, it's worse in the sense that it's a waste of time, but it's better in the sense of there's actually just nothing to deal with the runbacks most of the time. There's some missions in this game where yes, it is bad because you're basically replaying the whole level, but other ones, not really.
All of them had to replay the whole level.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think that's fine because there's some missions where if you die, you're not really going through that much. But with Dark Souls, for me, it feels like more of a slog because I have to kill every enemy. But here,
you don't have to.
See,
You
I
basically
think that's
do
the
because
opposite.
they run
In
and
Dark
chase
Souls-
you down.
No, I think in Dark
No.
Souls you can just run past everything. I don't think there's a single time you had to fight them.
I
In this
tried
game, you
to, and
have
that did
fight
not
them.
work.
Did it
Well,
bad.
Like, on a, like in Dark Souls, you're supposed to just run around them, like figure out a path to do it. In this game, you can't just run past them.
I don't
Doors
want to say
literally
you're
fucking
supposed
locked.
to, because you have the option, but like,
It's
No,
it's
but
really
these-
funny,
the doors-
DJ.
the doors in this game are locked.
It's
You can't
really
get past
funny,
them.
DJ. I feel the complete opposite. There are, yes, there are, that is true. There are doors that are locked when you have to fight every enemy. But so far, because as I've been playing this game, there hasn't been that many.
It was using save state.
No. What I mean is that there haven't been that many doors that are locked because you need to fight every single enemy. At least I assume that's what you mean. Because like the gray doors, there's not that many of those. There haven't been
I was
that
just
many
imagine
of
wasn't
those.
this game that like just followed you through. And every time I had to like kill everything.
I will say,
Yeah, I
you
think that's
will have-
fine, and to me, that's basically the same as Dark Souls. Because
You will
I
have-
mean,
Yeah, but in
you
Dark Souls,
guys.
in Dark Souls, there's no spot we had to do that. Dark
Yeah,
Souls, you don't have to
in
kill
Dark
any
Souls,
enemy.
you can run away, and I'm sure you guys do. But for me as a player, I'm just not. I'm just.
it's a different,
not,
it's a different
um,
skill set as being able to run through the area.
Yeah. Yeah. Which if that is what you're saying, I do think that is fair, but I also think it's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And for me personally, I don't like the runbacks in Dark Souls. Even though it is different, it's a different that I just don't like as much.
I will say people have a hard time convincing me that any run back in Dark Souls is bad. There are really bad ones. To be fair, some like I think that there's a couple
Like, the
that I
worst
think
thing
are
I think
really
is just the
terrible.
Iron Keep one. The Iron Keep one is just the worst one because it like
Iron
build
Keep, Iron Keep's not the worst.
which is terrible. This is the
The
worst.
frigid outskirts.
Okay,
I
that's
love running around in the snow and not being
and
able
they're
to
both in
fucking
the
see
same
anything.
fucking game.
Yeah. Okay, I will say, DJ, they made Iron Keep worse. The Iron Keep run back in Dark Souls
Yeah,
2
Cairo, I
RNG
think
is,
that's
like, way
exactly
better.
it. And actually, you brought up one reason why, even though, yes, there's the argument of wasting time, that's fine, whatever, but I'm more okay with the runbacks or redoing a level because the philosophy was you're supposed to get better and better by memorizing the level. With Dark Souls, that actually does feel more like a waste of time to me and extending it with the run back.
I feel like
And I
that's, like,
think
the
it's
same
even
thing.
telling because whoa, that's weird. Because they just got rid of them in later games.
I kind of don't like that they did that because I feel like they got worse about it. Like I think it's like fine to checkpoint you at the boss. So some bosses I think deserve to have a checkpoint at the fucking boss. Because like in Elden Ring,
I think
they
in
started,
Elden
like,
Ring
getting
it's like
a little too
fine.
crazy.
I hate that they're gone, but at the same time, the bosses in Elden Ring are such a fucking massive.
Yeah, I was gonna
dickhead,
say
bro, that,
if
like,
you're gonna make the boss a huge ball ache, please do not make me run past 15 enemies. I think that's fair. They don't really do that too often in Dark Souls 1. They do it sometimes. Capra Demon has a kind of, well, with the shortcut it's not bad, but like
You have to
Ornstein
get all the way down there
Ornstein and
and
Smo
go
has like
down.
3 enemies. There's 2 guard dudes and there's the archer. He's gonna miss. He's like across the room. If you run from the elevator,
I just want to say, so far this stream has had the most amount of concurrent
we've
viewers,
had the
actually.
most
We have 12.
arguments.
Yeah, it was really good shit.
No, I think it's
'Cause we're
funny.
arguing.
It is fun too. It would. You know how boring it would be if both of you were yes men? That would suck.
You see
Wait,
what
do we
Steve is
agree with
giving
that?
me? You agree with that? Oh
Wait,
no.
I disagree.
I don't think it's the best game ever, but I think it's a good
Surely yes
game.
men.
Everything would be great if DJ just fucking shut up and agreed with you.
No, I just said that would be so much worse.
Okay, we
Yeah,
restructure
I
the
disagree.
stream. I only read the chat and then go only message to Sean and then say
No,
yes.
no.
And then Sean only runs the sponsors and ignores the chat.
Yes.
and then I continue to ignore blue orbs that I just do not see.
Sean, we need money from NordVPN. We need money from Surfshark VPN.
Oh my god. Oh wait, actually, NordVPN, you brought up something. I'm sure you guys know more about VPNs than I do, and especially my Chinese friend. But whenever it's the summer and she goes back to China, she always says that she can't go on Discord because her VPN doesn't allow her to. And I'm thinking there has to be something you can do. Like it has to be possible for you in China to go to.
It's rough in China. Like they also like different internet.
I mean, I know that, but nowadays there's so many people that go, actually, there's this thing that you can do that completely circumvents that. And I'm thinking,
yeah, but I don't know how to circumvent the Chinese government. Like I don't. I have no fucking clue.
Wait, what?
I use Proton. I use Proton VPN.
Oh, this one.
But I don't really use it. Like I have it in case I need it for something, pretty much.
VPNs are still as. All the free ones are terrible, and then like.
Proton's got a bad like. Proton has a free option, it has a paid option. The
Wait,
free option is
just
like you don't get to pick the server. You
Wait,
swap
came
the
and
server
said blue door, but I exited the blue door. This is where I came
that was like almost like 30 minutes ago, bro.
Oh.
That was at the beginning of the fucking mission, dude.
I do think like.
Oh god, now I don't know where to go.
I don't think runbacks are like inherently bad. So like it's easy to view it as like, oh, this is just a waste of my time. Why are they wasting my time? But I don't think. I think intention matters to a certain point. Like most devs aren't like clapping their hands and going like they're gonna have to redo the whole level.
Yeah, I will say this, and once again, you're free to disagree with me, but
false.
I think.
True, I agree.
The reason even if I wasn't playing with save states, I think the reason I wouldn't mind the technical quote-unquote run back for this game compared to Dark Souls is because I remember getting frustrated at the Dark Souls run backs because it wasn't that much of a distance, but I would still keep dying. I would be like, just let me go to the boss. Rather than playing the whole level, where I would feel like, oh, okay, I can. This is a little bit annoying having to do this whole thing again, but I can see what I can do to make it more efficient. Which, yes, you can argue is also the same with Dark Souls, but because it's not as long, at least for me, I don't feel like I can do that as much. And yes, I'm aware that's a me problem, but that is just how I feel.
This game, if it was any harder.
What was that?
If this game was any harder, you'd be feeling the same way in Dark Souls.
I mean, probably.
In the harder difficulties of this game, you get hit once and it just reset.
Oh yeah, that's Dante Must Die. Yeah, that's a mode that's not for me. Oh god, where? Oh no, DJ, I think you're gonna have to look up where I have to go.
We should have like a bad game counter, bro. Every time like you get lost, you're like, oh, this is
bad game.
I'm saying that's. Oh wait, sorry, I don't mean to raise my voice. I'm not actually angry. I'm playing it up for the bit, but I still think it's fine. We even just said this. It's fine for you to not have too much direction in a game because part of the game is it trusting you to think about what you have to do. But what I think would be more of a problem is how obtuse the solution is.
Go with your fought Phantom.
The fountain? Oh, where I fought Phantom.
Phantom.
Where I fought Phantom.
It's a door leading to the cathedral.
So I think that was this hallway, but how do I... Oh, I see. Okay.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It comes to Dark Souls 2, Spencer complains about Iron Passage. Maybe they don't complain about Iron Passage, I'm hallucinating. A lot of people complain about Iron Passage, though.
Is that the one with the Blue Smelter Demon?
That's the one for Blue Smelter Demon.
I don't remember that.
It's a fuck room, but it's like, it's not that bad.
Is that the one that's like in a cave? You have to go like on the left? Okay, that one sucks dick, fuck you.
Well, it's not a good run back. I'm not trying to be like it's actually really
And
cool.
this-
Iron Passage is fun.
And this, ladies, gentlemen, and folks of all shapes and sizes, is why I argue that difficulty is subjective and should not be a major deciding factor in whether a game is good or not.
My
Well, I think it's
argument
difficult,
is
just add.
it is ass. So okay, here's my thing. My argument is not that Iron Passage is actually good. My argument is that Iron Passage is secretly easy, and everyone sucks dick at it.
Like how?
It's easy.
Huh?
It's not hard. It's not hard. I don't know what to tell you.
How?
You take your fucking armor off and you roll 3 whole times and run in a straight line.
No, that's crazy. That's fucking insane.
No, it's easy. It's the easiest thing ever.
Taking off your armor just to go to the thing, it's fucking crazy.
You don't have
That's
to take
not
all of it
good.
off.
Taking any of it off is stupid.
It has well, you might not have to take. It depends on your build if you have to actually take armor off. So, the problem with the room, Sean, is that there's you know the knights in Dark Souls 1 in the forest that like hold their sword up and do the thing and you get
Yes.
like weighed down. There's an enemy in there that casts that on you. In the run back, like it's evil. It is pretty mean,
It's
but
super evil.
but because it just adds weight to you. In fact, I'm not sure if it adds weight or if it moves you up a weight tier. I forget, but it's whatever. But the point is, you can still get out of it by just taking some stuff off. If you need to. Honestly, you might not even need to. By technicality, you don't need to do that because like Dark Souls 2 has like slam your head into a brick wall mechanic, so you can kill an enemy 12 times and they never respawn ever again. But that's not a good solution to a problem. It's great if someone's like really struggling. You know, I think it's nice to have that actually. But it's not like well, just kill every enemy 12 times, dipshit. That's like no, you know, no one wants to do that. That sucks. If it happens passively, that's great for somebody, but that's like what it's for. But I really like I don't know. It's like I hug the left wall and just go for it. And as long as I'm not fat rolling, it's like I make it. Like no problem at all every single time.
At least I'm getting blue orbs now. A bunch of them.
Spencer complains about I forget what the area is actually called, but the run back to Sorolan. I just don't have issues
That
with
one's
it.
fucking ass too, bro.
It's just
That
not
one's
hard.
just long, bro.
It is a little long, but it's just like not hard.
Oh,
Like
here's
this torture chamber.
do it. Just in like the next 5 seconds.
But like
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know why DJ's excited.
We're so big. We're
I
so
think
big.
I know why he's excited.
we stopped yelling at each other and the viewer count dropped.
Yeah.
We weren't yelling.
We took kill John with joystick combat again.
Yeah.
Divorce leaves children in the worst places. I would be the furry crying in the middle.
That's me actually. My parents divorced, and now I'm a furry.
I thought you meant that's you because it's me and DJ that are
No,
usually
that's-
arguing.
No, it's me in real life.
Our slash live stream fails, bro. Help, please. I need this live stream.
I need this live stream. My computer's kind of hopeless.
Oh, why can't I go through that? That's so weird.
I completely lost topic. The run back. That one I understand. I think that one is actually harder than Iron Passage. Not that you would think that, because everyone complains about Iron Passage.
Should investigate the puddle before I lose my fucking mind.
Oh, investigate the puddle, okay. I didn't realize I could.
DJ losing his mind over the puddle and me talking about red backs he hates. Which is it, huh?
There's a voice in my head saying something. One who... I am the one who knocks on the gate to the underworld. Shall borrow the strength from the blue stone. Is this Nightmare? I think it is.
This stupid fucking idiot anyway, yeah. That's him. Good job, stupid.
Huh?
Oh, wait, that's awesome. For a second, I thought it just killed you.
Me too.
You can jump on the skeletons.
That's
I
right.
love jumping on this plate.
Oh my god, it's so blurry. I don't know if this was like this originally.
I wish I just saw it. Then just kill all the skeleton.
Yeah, I could jump. This is a thing that they removed. He actually can't jump anymore after the incident. That's like metal as fuck, the whole like top half of the skull flying off and shattering into pieces.
Yeah, I like that. Wait, do I have to
I
kill
love
all of
that.
them?
These things are called
Yeah.
sargassos, by the way.
Sargasso.
Sargassos.
That's a planet from Star Fox.
Yeah, everything's a planet from Star Fox. Fortuna from Warframe, that's a planet from Star Fox.
Is there a Ficina in somewhere else? How about a Corneria?
No.
Oh, what the?
I want to say there is actually. I don't know what that would be, but I swear I've had that somewhere else.
It's a Little Nightmare. Little Nightmares?
Like the oh my god, like the video game.
Oh, I saw a really funny post today actually, where someone had gameplay footage from the PS2 Ratatouille game, and they said this is what Little Nightmares looks like to me.
Real.
I saw that. I think Iron Passage is probably the hardest fair run back in the game that comes to mind in Dark Souls 2.
Oh, okay, that does.
Or not Iron Passage. Oh my god, whatever the run back to Sherlon, whatever that area is called. It might just be like Memory of Alon or some shit. But like, it's hard. The nights are rough. You're on a time limit technically, so you can't really take your time. Like, Sean, you were talking about killing the enemies. If you sat there and kill all the enemies in this area, you will run out of time and have to redo the area. Because Dark Souls 2 has this, like, mechanic in the story where you get, like, a thingy that lets you go to a memory of certain objects, and you're time limited when you're not in the boss fight. So, you can't take your time to get to the run back, you have to actually go back. It's a little hard to do without getting hit, so I think it's a hard one. I can do it, but is what it is. But it's a hard one, but I don't think it's that bad. People act like it's the worst thing ever, and it's like I don't know, you just run around the dudes, and you can hear them shooting their bows. It's not like you can't avoid that, and the bows travel fast enough that you can pretty much just react to it on sound. You don't have to think too hard about it. And Dark Souls 2 has life gems, so like...
Who was smashing the numbers?
Yeah.
Not me, fuck that.
Sean, I've talked to you about the grass in Demon Souls. This Dark Souls 2 has like mini grass. Like, so imagine if your inventory was like constantly filled with like 99 mini essences that like slowly heal you. That's like Dark Souls 2. So you have Estus, and then you're like loaded up with a healing item that you can use in between encounters pretty much freely because they cost fucking nothing. So you're like able to just pop off for free between like pretty much everything. Or if you're like, I'm about to take a bunch of damage, you could like pop like 3 of them and get hit, and it'll be back in 1 second because it's gradual and it stacks.
Oh, that fucking hitbox. Is that beautiful?
And DJ, what do you think about life gems in Dark Souls 2?
They'll be fine. If you can carry fucking 9, I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably part of the reason that Dark Souls 3 added limits to the amounts of stuff you can hold.
I mean, yeah, that just makes sense. I don't know why you can hold 9 either. Just fucking killing at him look crazy.
Yeah. Well, they never really had a reason to limit it before. Demon Souls didn't do it. Dark Souls 1 got rid of it, and then they kind of went back to it. And Dark Souls 3 development was a disaster because they swapped directors. So I imagine he wasn't like on the topic of discussion. They need to get the game fucking finished. If we end this with like DJ, this boss is awesome and you suck.
No. They didn't even do much version of it. I think the last one you fight is the worst one.
Oh yeah, because you fight every boss multiple times. Wait,
DJ, how
because
hard,
they have
how
a
hard-
definitive death. Because I know Phantom and the Griffin, well, at least they seem to have definitively died.
Oh, Sean, you need to play Bloodborne. I need to have you tweak fighting Rom.
I wish I could.
I feel like
play
Rom
it.
would be like Rom's like probably the base game Bloodborne boss that would make someone crash out the most if he's asking me like. I fucking love like running at a dude and trying to learn like what the fuck is even going on with this guy, and then a spider hits me from like off screen and blows me up. I remember he's like not that hard, but like I remember my first time. It's like his attacks just do a lot of fucking damage. And there's just spiders everywhere. I like the juxtaposition with this guy. He's like nothing else you fought.
Because he was made for Resident Evil 4. If I
I remember
remember
this page.
what DJ told me last time.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, I do definitely see why DJ doesn't like this boss.
Yeah, it's too good. I wouldn't recommend this, Sean, but I do like that you can. So, base game Bloodborne with just the gun is like easy, shockingly so. Like the gun is just surprisingly not bad. You kind of have to grind. That's like the only real problem is grinding for bullets. Yeah, you have to grind for bullets and you have to grind for blood vials more than you normally do, because you need them both. Like a
Oh,
lot.
here it is. According to the artist, Nightmare was originally conceived as a liquid monster that cultivating an ancient virus was built for it has a hard shell and fires space out. Which is crazy.
I do really like this move that I have on Ifrit.
I don't. Is there someone you forgot to ask?
Why not? It's cool. Hello? Son?
What the fuck?
Son?
You
Huh?
huh? Nightmare.
Oh, there's this another skull. That's
a
weird though. I
phantom
thought
thread
this
with-
guy wouldn't have
with the whole
spawned
thing.
unless you kill all of them.
You fucked in the boss with like something for going back, now fuck you, I'm still here. You're gonna make so many enemies with him.
And of course, they make you fight a little phantom. I guess, yeah, this is technically Phantom still fight. Yeah, I see why you don't like this boss, DJ. It just seems like it's too tedious.
And this is only the first time you fought him. There's no tomorrow?
And also it's a little... Yeah, it's tedious because he only has one weak spot, and it only opens up if you hit all the switches, and that's if you manage to get past his lasers and his little guys.
You have to hit the switches. If you don't hit the switches, it's in low.
Yeah, no, I realize that. That's part of why I think it's tedious, because you always have
This
to
boss
do that.
would like go hard and pick him.
This is a Pikmin boss. I mean, he's kind of designed like one. I mean, in terms of visual design.
I think like a 30 damage on it. To get out of that, it's like it's so long. So apparently this nightmare is like a bigger version of the gun you have. What makes people think but just using this nightmare as a gun.
It's awesome.
Splits his arm, so it's like a whole fist of the guy.
Sean, I slammed my thumb so hard at work it was numb for 5 minutes.
Ooh, what'd you do?
Alright. So we got like a new, the doorway to get out of the meat room has a new like hump on it. So we had like a little metal piece that like kind of seals it up just a little bit, keep water from getting out of the room and stuff. So the new one's a little thicker, so we gotta like lift the cart up over it. My coworker was pulling it out and he didn't make it, so I went to shove on it just a little bit because I was just standing next to it, like kind of casually. I didn't think it was hard that, so I put my hand in the corner and I shoved it. And when I did that, it twisted and it slammed my thumb into the door.
Huh.
It hurt really bad.
I don't know if this percussion doesn't help at all, but...
Oh, I'm shocked that my thumb doesn't feel like super bruised right now, honestly. Cause like I straight up, my thumb was numb for like a while. I was like, I'm going on lunch, and and I was like, I was like getting food, and I was like, I still can't feel it.
I think I found a method. I just need to
I guess I could feel it, you know.
avoid his onslaught if I can.
Then how they like don't even do them fucking missiles at any point.
I swear I bought it. I had a second drink on me. Maybe I didn't actually take it back here. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh no. Oh, I was close that time.
Oh my god, it's George R. R. Martin, the person that defeated AI, that's helping so much.
What about George R. R. Martin? He's an AI bro now?
No, he's defeating AI. He said that you're gonna sue AI companies for writing something too similar to Game of Thrones. And he took it to court, and they agree
That's
with him.
funny. That is funny. AI bubblegum burst.
OpenAI's motion to dismiss or deny it. Yeah, fuck that.
Wow, that last one did a lot of damage. Yeah, I did it.
Nice. Time for phase 2.
Ifrit worked really well for that fight. Okay, now I'm gonna save so I don't have to redo everything. Okay. Well, now the problem is I don't quite know where to go. You know, just between you and me, Rob, if there's one thing that oh wait, no, DJ's here. Never mind. No, I was gonna say, if there's one good thing about us working together on a game is that this idea is so original that he doesn't have anything to compare it to argue against me, saying, "Oh, this isn't good." But no, even if he did, it would be fine. So I'd say, oh, maybe.
I want to make a game. I want to make a game like Ragdoll Blaster, bro.
Yeah, the only thing I'll fight against you is making multiple survival games. I don't.
No, we can do it. We can do it.
I don't want to.
Trust.
God.
That's sexist again, finally, but.
I'm not saying we should make them back to back or anything. Like, chill out. It'll be like probably like a fucking decade. You got your whole life.
If we make them back to back, I'm leaving.
If we make them back to back, you can shoot me.
Bro, if you're gonna make Power look good, bro, please.
Make a new poop killer. That's a good idea. Write that one down, DJ. Put that in the notes.
I'm gonna write that down.
We were gonna make poop killer, and then we're gonna make another poop killer game.
Wait, what'd you say? Poop killer?
Yeah, that's what Hazard said.
Make a new poop killer. What is poop killer?
Wait, flash him.
The poop monster.
I don't know.
No,
what poop
never
killer
mind. I was
but-
very wrong. It's one of those like PS1 horror games.
It's
What?
there's a horror game called Poop Monster.
There's like
Poop
15.
Killer?
Hold on, there's 15. We should make another one. You're right.
I
think
told
should
you
play.
Hazard Rider is. Sorry, Keaton. I don't know if you're. Or sorry. Well, whatever. Keaton, I don't know if you're in the chat still, but Hazard Rider has you beat. He is the bigger game encyclopedia than you are.
No, this poop killer shit is like it's like a kind of Batman again, bro. Don't trust it.
Hazard, have you played the Bill
It's
Cosby
here.
Fun game on Newgrounds?
What the fuck is that?
It's the game where you play as Bill Cosby and you like kidnap people.
Yeah, never mind. Can we play that?
No, we need to play all the HPS2 called, bro. That's a game of
No.
Dude,
No.
you gonna play the fucking golf? Oh my god, the golf card game? I'm gonna be like, is the best game I play in my life.
I'm gonna be real. I thought you were like profiling me. I thought you were gonna be like, you're gonna play as the hot skunk and you're gonna have the time of your life.
You will.
You don't know me, bro.
I do.
No.
You play the fabulous card.
No. I like the possum dad. Fuck
You guys stream Brazilian
What?
Drug Dealer
Awesome
3
bad,
next?
bro.
DJ, didn't you play
Ozzy.
that?
He's cute, bro.
Can't play that. The possum girl is cute. That looks like a bad possum. Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
You don't see the reason. It's okay. I get it. The haters would say
Everyone understood. Probably.
no, I'm right.
Then at the hedge game, you can play as a raccoon and Bernie and the squirrel.
He doesn't have a name.
I forgot the RJ.
RJ.
Yeah, RJ and Bernie and what's the name of the squirrel, Bernie? I don't know the name of the squirrel.
The squirrel?
I think it's Remy.
Good thing
I don't remember.
save the slot.
Maybe?
Wait, so after I beat Nightmare, where do I go? Do I go?
You're gonna make people
Are
think
you-
we're really into Over the Hedge, bro.
Are you not?
Well, okay, we did like it when we watched it,
It's a
actually.
good movie and it's a good game. Sean, once you finish DMC, well,
What did we
You cut off, but I'm assuming you meant to say once I finish DMC 1, we should play Over the Hedge for PS2.
yes, that's exactly what I said. Word for word, bar by bar.
We'll get my friend Coco on because I know she's played that game.
Dude, what's the name of the fucking squirrel, bro?
Remy?
Just look it up. Just look it up, bro.
I thought
It's
it was
on the
Remy.
internet.
See, I think it's Remy too, but I don't remember anymore.
Hammy. That's his
Oh,
name.
Hammy.
It came to me in a vision. It came to me in a
Yeah,
dream.
it's-
Oh,
And I never Stella for this card.
Remy is the name of
Uh,
the rat from Ratatouille.
Yeah.
He just kept saying it. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, it's that's right.
What did we watch? Did we watch that and then watch Open Season? Was that the movie? What we watched
Yeah.
this season? Just,
No,
like,
I
talk
wasn't
about-
there. We watched Monster House, Open Season, and
Oh, okay.
Surf's Up. Or sorry, it was
Oh.
Surf's
So
Up,
fucking
Monster
demo.
House, and Open Season. I remember because each one was worse than the last.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like an incline, bro. That's going downhill. Starting at the top, and
Elliot,
just jumping off.
Elliot has to be the single worst fucking character in an anime movie ever.
Open
Elliot's like-
Season is not
Monster
a
House is
good.
good.
It's not a good movie.
I like Open Season, except whenever Elliot
Please
always
don't, bro. No fucking way.
bitches mouth.
I didn't care for Open Season.
Open Season was so much worse than I
literally the
remember, bro.
only part I remember enjoying was the part where they were messing up the grocery store.
I guess Among Us.
even
man,
you
even
only like it
aside
'cause it's
from the
Among
Among Us, I I
was a
liked
fun
it because
sequence.
I don't know, I just thought it was a good fun and game scene.
I think it's a fun movie, but I think oh god, Elliot ruins it.
I don't think it's a fun
completely.
movie. I think it's like boring. It's like
Yeah.
it's boring, and then Shaw shows up and like, oh, this is maniac. I
Oh,
like
actually,
him.
that's not true. Shaw's another good thing about that movie.
It's boring because Elliot makes it boring, bro. I like the
Yeah,
idea
I-
of Boom being like, oh, I like my toilet, whatever.
Yeah, but
Like,
I don't think
Elliot is
Boom's
super
like funny.
fucking
Like,
dipshit, bro.
I don't think the jokes land really. or
With
anything.
Elliot,
Yeah, because Elliot, it's Elliot's fault.
No.
I was gonna say
That's
with
what-
Elliot.
It's like Epstein, bro,
he's-
for Open Season.
Oh my god. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna say
Elliot
what I was gonna
Adams.
say anymore.
Oh no, bro.
But yeah, I like Monster House. I'd never seen Surf's Up, so when we watched it, I didn't really have expectations. I kind of figured it was an okay movie. And people
It's
didn't really
better
talk about
than
it to me or
you,
anything.
but it's better than
It's
you
way
think.
better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like Surf's Up a
Yeah.
lot. Really good movie.
Yeah, what's Happy Feet?
Yeah, I watched Happy Feet. It was good.
I haven't seen Happy Feet in
I
a long
remember-
time.
I wasn't at an age where I formed opinions back then, so don't ask me what I think about Happy Feet.
I
Do you
remember.
when he
I remember
doing
when
the
I
dance
took.
thingy and the female penguin just fucking comes on the spot.
I don't remember that, but I was gonna say I remember when I took an animation art history course. There was an article we had to read.
Oh, Happy Feet.
Yeah, actually, and it was involving
George
the
Miller's
Are they Mexican? Those little penguins, and how they're problematic.
What? Oh, that's so funny. I like them. That's the part of Happy Feet I don't like.
That's the only part.
Yeah, I don't like the main character, and I like the penguins just look scary, dude.
Oh. I
But you don't remember the part where he comes back as like an
Wait.
adult?
We should watch Happy Feet, I guess.
Yeah, like remember the part where he comes back as an adult, and like he starts dancing, and then the fucking female penguin is just making the most horrendous fucking noise you've heard in your life. It's like
Wait.
what's happening?
We should have another like crazy triple feature. We should just watch Surf's Up again. Actually, we should save that for the end. We should watch Happy Feet and watch like Pebble and the Penguin or whatever.
Whoa,
and
this is
then-
funny.
And then
The door's been vanished due to evil powers. Scary.
scary. Dante's
He
like
jumps
that's
off a
fucked up.
cliff, Maybe his beloved. I think so. I don't remember exactly. I just remember the female penguin coming really hard and going weird.
Why is
You'd actually
that
figure-
the part you remember?
DJ, how old were you when you watched Happy Feet?
He makes a weird ass demonic ass noise, bro.
How old are you, bro?
It sounds like the penguin's dying on screen, dude. I was like, what the fuck's happening to this penguin, bro?
This was formative years.
Maybe we should watch Happy Feet. You know what? No. Okay, if VTubers can do watch-alongs, we can too. We'll next stream we'll do a watch-along of Happy Feet.
You wanna get banned? You gotta have Family Guy clips in the bottom so we can
No. The
copyright
trick
strike the stream for him.
The trick that the VTubers do is they unlist it, or sorry, they unlist it after it's live. Or well, do they unlist it? Or maybe they private it. I don't know. Either way, the VOD doesn't stay up.
Mhm.
I mean, you can also just put the audio on it, so.
Well, I don't like doing that personally. I think that's kind of lame.
Oh, then everyone can watch it and they can watch.
You better let me into the VC for the watch along. Well, I will if we do that. Robin Williams gets a pass. Wait, what was the point of that other painting then? Huh.
Maybe it was a secret level.
Pretty much normal to north.
I don't want to do that, bro.
North.
I think we should, instead of do that, so many things I'd rather do. Let's watch Sonic Underground and then watch Forget About It back to back. Like we watch one episode of one and then one episode of the other.
Forget about. No, we need. Okay, we're gonna do that. Then the triple for that feature will be Nut Shack.
Okay.
When the cold
brew hits.
Oh god. Alright, I know we actually have a lot more people that have managed to stick around, but unfortunately, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, we're getting too wild, too crazy. Sean's shutting us down.
No,
Penguin's coming.
because I wanna stomp around this time anyway. What? This is a really good stream. Maybe I should retitle it to the Three Stooges. That's basically what we were this whole stream.
Title it like, I don't know, it's like the hottest character over there.
What's the hottest character of fucking shovelware animated
Number
movie?
15.
Number 1.
Okay,
the
I'm
fucking penguin that
leaving,
comes to
bro.
scream
I'm
happy
out.
feet.
I'm out. Goodbye, everyone.
No.